They have length. They are long. They can get up and down the court.
Illinois does not get into this tournament, according to Joe Lenardi's bracketology, but Illinois State does.
Who does Illinois play in the NIT round 2?
Doesn't have that. That'd be stupid.
Oh, yes, it would be.
At Andrea's Steakhouse, located in O'Fallon, Illinois, they offer hand-cut steaks that are cooked to perfection, highlighted by their famous Andrea's Brush-on Steak Sauce. Come hang out and enjoy live music on Friday and Saturday, dinner and drinks on the patio, or relax like you're watching an ASMR video at the bar. All the Walrus people will drool over their handcrafted burger, made from a blend of ribeye, strip, and filet. You won't regret it. Andrea's Brush-on Steak Sauce and Andrea's House Salad Dressing can be found in local retail outlets throughout the greater St. Louis area. For more, visit us at andreas.com or call 618-632-4866. Maggie O'Brien's your go-to Irish pub in St. Louis for over 42 years. Host any size event at our downtown location. Ride our shuttle to and from concerts, Blues and Cardinals games, and make sure to grab a drink and a bite to eat before all of them. Trying to watch the big game? We have it on one of our many TVs at our Sunset Hills location. Come join the fun and see what the buzz is all about. Maggie O'Brien's, 2 great locations. Sunset Hills on South Lindbergh, just south of Watson Road, and downtown at 20th and Market Street. Union Station is next to us.
Ryan Kelly, it seems like the price of everything is going through the roof right now, but there's a way to get around that. How can you help people?
Absolutely. And you're right. Everything is costing a lot more these days. I just read an article that credit card debt is increasing at the highest rate ever before in history. It's because people just aren't making enough to keep up with these high cost of things. The good news is if you're a homeowner, mortgage rates are still near historic lows and home values are skyrocketing. So you have that equity there, and it's never been a better time for a cash out refinance. Get the cash you need today to pay off those credit cards once and for all. Start at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
You can get an insurance quote anywhere. Ask yourself, what is my provider doing for me? Do I have to hit prompts? Do I have to deal with chatbots? Am I put on hold? Is it always a different person? Are they local? Are they proactive in the community? Do they represent the #1 provider of auto and home insurance in the U.S.? The James Carlton State Farm team is comprised of individuals right here in your neighborhood. We are out supporting our Blues, Cardinals, Bills, and Tigers. Do something new in 22 and kick the out-of-town companies to the curb. Give us a call or go online to carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and I still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. The Fan Page Club Championship at Gateway National Golf Course, presented by Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it, is officially underway. A bunch of guys went out in the heavy wind conditions and complained about the rules. People got eliminated. You can't even come out and see the tournament, but you can follow it on social media. Check out TMA STL on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for all the updates and videos of guys making like triple bogeys to win the hole. Pretty dumb stuff. Brought to you by The Morning After and Michelob Ultra. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You are listening to Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2 FM. TMASTL.com, YouTube.com/TMASTL. Welcome to the Munganess St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Elvin Vaughn, Kenneth Iggy Strode, Action Jackson, Virgin Pringle, Plowhawk is on the 1s and 2s. We are in our Michelob Ultra Studios. And Doug, it's playoff hockey. How do you do? The Colorado Avalanche and the St. Louis Blues will get underway in 13 hours. And 40 minutes.
I would like it to be 12 hours.
Wouldn't that be the bee's knees?
7 o'clock start, yes.
But, alas, this is the cost of doing business in the Stanley Cup playoffs until a better TV deal is constructed.
I don't like it. I don't like the game starting at almost 9 o'clock.
Do you like the Blues' chances, though?
Yes, I like the Blues' chances. Nice. Yes. I think we can take the measure of this Lanch bunch. The idea of Stan Kroenke hoisting the Stanley Cup and a Super Bowl in the same year is a little more than I can stomach. Nice. But it could happen. It could well happen.
The Avalanche are just plus 180 to win the Cup. That's it.
Yeah.
Now you're not even getting 2-1 on your cash with 8 teams left.
They got a lot of work to do.
Think about that.
A lot of it gets down to what I call, and I don't think you guys really understand this.
I don't.
Puck luck.
I don't understand.
Just the way the puck bounces. You know, that puck takes some crazy bounces along the course of a game. Sometimes it goes in the net. Sometimes hits a post.
Blues are plus 180 tonight in the game. Plus 180 in the game. Avalanche minus 220. And in the series, the Blues are now plus 300. It has moved up. So, Doug, throw 100 on that. Throw 1,000 on it. Throw 10,000 on it. Throw 100,000 on it. And you're going to get paid 3-1.
That'd be a little much. There have been bets I felt better about if I'm going to spend 100,000 on it. What was that bet that we guaranteed and then would have lost?
Georgia, Missouri, Georgia minus X amount of points. And who was the name? Esteban Yan wrote in a 7,000-word manifesto explaining why the better play was betting Georgia first half.
Yeah, it was the over-under was 9.5. That was the play.
Yeah, I had over 10.
Yeah.
Iggy shipped it.
I would have lost my money that time.
But I had Georgia also.
I don't want to be Phil Mickelson and John Daly and lose $60 million betting.
You know why I was running late today? So here's some inside bait, because I'm not even in the YouTube chat. I just assume they're attacking Iggy because that's what goes on in the
I was
YouTube
running
chat.
late, and you saw me outside. And I still got in.
Iggy was not late. I was the one who I thought was going to be late today. So I started the Mickelson book this morning.
Yeah.
I'm up. Jackson, what time do you get up today?
4:45.
Yeah, I'm up before anybody, and yet I'm the one who gets here last. And I have no idea what the deal is, but this has been going on for 20 years, and it's probably not going to change. Either way, so I'm listening to the Mickelson thing. Major recommendation already out of the gate, because it just came out today, so you can either read it or listen to it on Audible. And that's what I was doing. So then I text Jackson, Doug, audio text. You use the audio text, talk to text?
I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes, especially driving.
So I'm on Manchester, and I'm thinking I'm going to be late, and this sucks. And I know here, since the traffic is the term for commercials, fun facts for no and tell, I would describe it, Plowhawk, would you describe it as a tighter ship than what we're used to?
Oh, it's tidy, all right.
Right. And so, therefore, the Plowhawk just can't run spots willy-nilly. You know, you can't insert spots for the hell of it.
Can't give them away.
No. And so I know that screws up the Plowhawk, and I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Because I've been up for 2.5 hours, and yet here I am. And so then I think they're going to insert something. I don't know. Insert it into my hole. And then I wind up getting here on time, and I see Iggy out there having a dart, just enjoying what is a beautiful morning in St. Louis.
Sure, by the fountain.
And then I walk in, and we're on time with no problem. And then it looks like Iggy's the one running late, when in reality, I was the one running late. But it was because I started getting locked into the Mickelson thing.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's good stuff already.
So it's already out?
Yeah, came out on the 17th.
They said they were sending me an advance copy, and I haven't even gotten my advance copy yet. And the
You didn't
book's
get
out.
your
Here we
freebie
go.
yet. I can see why you're upset. You didn't get your free
What's that
book
hijacking?
yet.
We're talking about the Mickelson book, and I just said that I have friends in the publishing company.
You wanted yours first, and you wanted it free.
Well, free, yeah. I don't care when it gets here, but I didn't know it was out yet. People were reading it, and I haven't even gotten my copy.
It came out 5 hours ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's talking about his potential switch to the Saudi Arabia tour.
He has not gotten into that yet. Well, he doesn't talk about any of it.
Oh.
He doesn't talk about any of it. This is people just... The first chapter that I am currently in is just people just telling... What essentially I would gather, the author said, tell your best Mickelson story, and people are just telling their best Mickelson stories.
Oh, because I see Jack Nicklaus is saying the Saudi Arabia people offered him more than $100 million to go there to start the tour.
I saw that as well.
He said he wouldn't do it.
Wow. Well, he doesn't need the money. The one thing in the book I'm really interested about, and I heard him on a couple of interviews, Alan Chipnick, saying that he won't get more into the Bones thing, except for Phil owed him money, but there's much more to that. You'll have to get the book to read it. So I'm looking forward to see what more there is about Bones and
The
Phil.
back pay?
Yeah. He said there's more to it than there's the back pay. He said it owed him over $100,000, but there's more to it than that, and I get into that in the book. So I'm looking forward to that. Because there was a relationship he thought would never end.
Jackson, did you wind up reading the James Andrew Miller on HBO?
Oh, no. Isn't that like 1,000 pages?
I was really looking forward to it, and I have to say, and I'm sure some people in our audience have read it or listened to it on Audible, and I didn't think it was that. It's like kind of like, I got to go back to this again because I'm already pot committed. but it just is. I don't know. I find it to be a little tedious because it's really more about the, Doug. What do you call it? The C-suite.
I would say it's about the C-suite
Nice.
more than anything else. It's not about the D-suite, that's for sure.
It's just a lot about the politics of the executives, at least to this point. And, I was really looking forward to the background on the Larry Sanders Show, my favorite show of all time. And it's just a lot of the executives and the politics of what was going on in HBO. And I get telling the story of starting it up and how it got going, but God almighty, it's tedious. And maybe it's a great book in that sense, if that's what you're looking for, but I can tell out of the gate the Mickelson book is going to be entertaining because they got people talking. Barkley's talking about him. Nicholas is talking about him.
Maybe he'll make his $100 million that way.
That might be the way he makes it. No. Yeah, I see this. Jack Nicklaus was offered $100+ million. He was quoted, "I was offered something in excess of $100 million by the Saudis to do the job probably similar to the one that Greg is doing. I turned it down, once verbally, once in writing. I said, guys, I have to stay with the PGA Tour. I helped start the PGA Tour."
Mm-hmm.
That's Jack Nicklaus.
Money isn't everything.
No, but $100 million is a lot.
Well, he's probably worth $300 or $400 million.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Yeah, probably double that maybe. Yeah, he's been highly successful, not just from playing golf, but for the clubs and the courses he's designed and the clothes.
10 times more money building golf course than he did playing.
Oh. Yeah, he played in an era where they didn't make the millions, winning the tournament.
I saw a stat the other day. They had the top 10 all-time money leaders on the Champions Tour. And obviously, I think Langer and Irwin 1 and 2. But guys like Brett Quigley.
Brett Quigley. Didn't Jay play with him at South Carolina?
I don't think he ever won a tournament on the PGA Tour. He's made like $8 million on the Champions Tour.
Really?
And I think he's like in the top 10.
Well, he
Maybe
got like a
20.
fine wine. He got better with age.
Hey, guys, did you see Riggs hanging out with Tiger yesterday?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
No.
Doug, did you see Riggs was hanging out?
No. Where would I have seen that?
Well, everybody saw it. Everybody posted it.
I didn't see it.
What, you mean the man babies that skipped on the green to greet Tiger?
Sounds like Pepper and Jeannie are united on this take.
What happened? I didn't see it.
It was a little weird in terms of how, I don't know. I'd love to meet Tiger.
I like that.
What was that?
I said I have.
Okay.
I didn't even catch that.
I didn't either.
I can see where the old-time riders would get upset with these guys because they're old school and they wait till the tournament's over and they meet Tiger in a little area and they ask questions, and here's Riggs and his boys skipping up the fairway with Tiger. Like, look at us. Tiger said hi to us. That's embarrassing.
All right. You've expressed this sentiment before. You're not happy with it. At all.
I think I had the perfect line, too. I said, they would rename the podcast Walking with Wood, as in boner.
Nice.
Tiger, walking with wood.
And that's been described as the perfect line?
Yeah, well, I like it. They all get erections walking with Tiger.
Nice.
It's just embarrassing. But to each their own.
What would you rather they do in that situation?
Say hi and get off the course.
Get off the course.
Don't go walking up there like you're his buddies.
Well, maybe they are now.
And I think they posted it. Entourage. God.
This is really something that's got stuck in your craw.
No, it's just...
I
get tagged in everything Riggs posts, so I see it all.
I wouldn't say it's insufferable, but it's a little much.
That is pretty cool.
Like I said, I would love to
I don't
meet
know you
Tiger
anymore.
and have that accent.
I would like to go walk up and down Southern Hills with Tiger Woods, wouldn't you? Like, am I crazy here?
Well, no. Is that what they did?
Yes, they walked up the fairway with him yesterday. There's a video of them walking with him along the course.
Yeah, they crossed the bridge. I think
They just
it was,
came out to
too,
the course and started saying hi to Tiger, and then just started walking with him.
Well, what can he do to prevent that?
Don't acknowledge him.
If they bothered him, I guess he could get security.
No, they weren't bothering him. I think
But they
Tiger
probably
didn't mind, I don't think.
They probably weren't the only ones walking with Tiger
They
Woods
were the
when there
only
were
ones.
1,000 other people watching him practice.
Not in the fairway.
They were right there in the fairway
They
with
were
him.
almost holding hands with him.
They held hands with Tiger. They held hands with Tiger Woods.
And then Riggs had to come up last to make his entrance. He's probably a nice guy, though. I just have fun with him.
You're just having fun. See, Doug is always just having fun.
It's always just having fun.
Mungan sponsor of the 7 o'clock hour, Jamie Burkhardt, Clayton Patterson. You want to hook up? Fine. Email me, tmckernan at InsideSTL.com. We'll make the introduction. Next thing you know, you're hooked up. I see that happened yesterday with this gentleman. His name's Aaron.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Got a card, did he?
Aaron M. Aaron said, "Hey, Tim, love the show. Plowsy lemming all day. Who is the contact at Munganast again?" And I made the introduction. That's what I do. Then I get Jamie in an email, and then I say, "Hey, hello again, everybody." And then now the next thing you know, you're connected with the best in the business.
And that's the guy that will probably buy all of his cars now from Munganast the rest of his life.
Because he's going to love the interaction with Jamie and Clayton at Munganast.
Mm-hmm.
People love personal service in an era in which it's going away, cost-cutting measures. When companies like James Carlton, for example, go out of their way to make sure that customer service is prioritized, people want to go where they know they're taken care of. You're taken care of at Munganast, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota. It's Munganast, sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour and the Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown. Who won this past week?
Doug whooped that ass.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, Gina!
I had 3 missed cuts.
And Doug cashed.
Ah!
How much did I make for the young children?
$10.
Nice.
That's good.
That'll feed a family of 4 for a week and a half.
Well, it's not a poverty charity.
Doug won. Doug had 609 points. Iggy had 423.
Wow.
That's a big point.
Stomping.
Yeah, I had 3 missed cuts. The night guy finished third. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my big names. I'm pretty good at when I have to pick some high 6s and 7s and 8s. Zalatoris missed the cut. Big number. Sam Burns missed the cut, my highest priced player.
These guys are idiots.
If they make the cut, I beat you. I don't know why my highest priced players are having trouble.
Well, it can't be anything that you did.
No, because
Can't be the research
I
or
think
anything.
Zalatoris was owned by like 27% of the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burns was up there in the 20s.
Yeah, so now you're up by 1 over, what, 2 years?
I think it's 2.
Wizards whipped 107,000 this weekend.
Yeah, dude, that lineup.
He won 107,000?
He did. He was at 330,000 on Friday after the second round.
Was Munoz...
He was 2 points away from winning that.
Was he the difference in his lineup? Like if Munoz would have held on?
I think that's it.
Okay, I was wondering how that first, what did he get, third, tie for third, Munoz?
Yeah, I had Munoz.
How that translated to his team and his outcome. Because that
107,000
on Saturday looked freaking unbelievable.
$107,000. You had $4,000 worth of lineups. So
He has no other job, I'm assuming. This is it?
I mean, certainly. Well, I mean, what he's done is he's started some businesses with the winnings. So you don't just have it sitting there.
Yeah.
Make money, passive income, make money. Is that Doug's biggest win ever? Nice research, Top Flight.
Top Flight.
Probably the PGA Championship last year when Doug cashed $100.
Shipped it. You had Phil.
I believe so.
And now we got it this week, Doug.
Well, welcome to Southern Hills, where Riggs and Tiger will be teeing off at 8:32 on Thursday morning. I see Max Homa literally just retweeted the Foreplay Pod.
God.
New show is out now. We met up with our friend Tiger Woods. The greatest day in foreplay history. 4-time tour winner Max Homa joins the show. Southern Hill director of Kerry Cosby. What does that mean? Southern Hills director of Kerry Cosby, who caddied for Tiger, probably director of golf, who caddied for Tiger a couple weeks ago, also comes on. That's a podcast I'll listen to, I'll be honest with you. I'll listen to Pepper and Jeannie first.
Yeah, I would.
Why not the good Tiger and you're with him all day?
Look, I'm not a big fan of the boys, but I that is a dream scenario job. So I'm kind of with Jackson. I know what he's saying. I don't like how they act, but man, that show and what they do and what they're able to do, the access is phenomenal.
Well, I've said it before. I mean, I would be nobody without Tim.
Flip that off.
God bless it.
That needs to be a shirt.
And
Jackson, can you talk to Mike Flanagan and see if we can have that up by 8?
They would be nobody without Barstool. I mean, they wouldn't if
Why
they
did
did.
you have to include the part with you and Tim? Because you're an Olympic caliber brown nose.
No, I'm
Why,
just,
that was a brown nose. I have no power here.
You own the place and the parking lots.
Yeah, the lots are the key.
I'm just making a comparison. These guys, they may have fun on the show, but if they just started, they were 4, nobody started a podcast, nobody listened. But because they are connected to Portnoy and Barstool, everybody that does anything on Barstool, whether they're good or not, will get followers.
But couldn't you say the same thing for like Scott Van Pelt at ESPN?
Why? He's about the only thing that's good on there.
But what you're saying is that you're not good without your infrastructure. So
Well,
with
Scott Van Pelt was good on the Golf Channel.
Okay, so would he be anybody without the Golf Channel? You know, you see the slippery slope?
Well, you have to start somewhere. There's a lot of guys that aren't any networks.
But there's people from Barstool who have branched off and done their own thing.
All right, because have they?
Who stands out? McAfee would probably be the biggest example, right?
Alexa Cooper, or Alex Cooper. That spot. Call Her Daddy.
Call Her Daddy, yeah.
Got that massive deal with Spotify.
Here's what I would say with regards to that. That show never does not even close to what it has done without Barstool. Period.
Yeah, I hear you. But, I mean, she like, left and became huge, too. So.
No, I disagree with you on that. You know I respect you immensely, Jackson, but I disagree with you on that. That show got its audience solely because of Barstool. I don't think she's doing anything that hundreds of thousands of women would be able to do.
That's fair. But I think that there's people from Barstool who have branched out.
Well, I do, but that's not the point that I'm arguing.
Sure.
And she didn't leave.
Jackson just went into a cubbyhole scared to
he
death.
did.
You're welcome to debate it.
No, I don't know anything enough about it.
Right. I've listened to the show. I was like, oh, I can't wait to listen to this. We have a girl talking about this. And I'm like, oh, this is like something I'd hear at Wheelhouse at like midnight.
Yeah, I don't think the show is like outstanding.
But what happened is, to Barstool's credit, 100% to Barstool's credit, they recognized there was a market for it. And then you had 2 attractive women initially when it was Alex and Doug. What was the other lass's name?
I was Fran all day.
No. That's Chicks in the Office, if I'm not mistaken,
okay.
right? There's Francation, and who was the other one? Plowhawk.
Rhea.
You were Team Rhea, and you're Fran, right?
Oh yeah. Clearly, I made the right choice.
And I think that the show, I don't think that, whereas McAfee's personality, but he also learned some of the tricks of the trade with regards to the stuff that matters, the advertising, from Barstool. I think McAfee, but again, I don't think he gets to where he is without it. But I do think there's an element there that his personality is, I don't know what the right word for it would be, certainly big, and I guess engaging. But yeah, I don't think Call Her Daddy. I think a lot of people could have been in that spot, but I don't think it blows up to what it is without Barstool. So then they followed her once she left Barstool. Tip of the cap. Don't get me wrong. Good for her. That market has been sitting there forever, and you just have to get over the sexually repressed people's shame about their genitals, and then you can capitalize on it. You don't want to be at their club anyway, so F off. Good for her.
And that's how the same thing with Riggs. If all those guys lived in Cincinnati and did a golf show in Cincinnati, I mean, they'd be interviewing writers and. But because they started a show on Barstool, and Barstool has a following, and all these people they're following probably don't even watch golf.
Beer Cats disagrees.
So what?
So the dork who says he's the most influential producer in St. Louis history and should be in the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame just said he is no one without Tim. Make up your mind, nose whistler.
Well, I can be good at what I do and not be recognized. I think I've pretty much made my bones on this show. People know who I am through this show. That doesn't mean I wasn't a good producer.
I made my bones.
ESPN considered me one of the top 5 in the country.
Did they? Why not number 1?
Well, they went with the stars, producer of the Dan Patrick Show, producer of
Jason Barrett.
No, he wasn't. It was Paul Pabst. Always has been.
Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer. That's correct. What made him.
Producer of the Jim Rome Show.
What do you have?
People like that.
Pabst
I was producing in St. Louis. I never said I was influential. Influential in what way? He's put words in my mouth.
Beer
Put
Cat
something else in yours.
Oh, no!
Oh, what would it be?
Oh, no! Oh, no! Beer Cats, we're going to clear the lines. Doug said you can clear them now.
Clear the lines, Flowsy. Clear the lines. Clear them. Everyone who's on there now, you're off.
I can't
Clear the lines.
see them.
636-900-4 TMA. So the board operator can't see the lines. The gentleman who takes the calls can't hear them ringing.
What's wrong with our lines?
Well, remember, they used to be able to light up.
Yeah, they did.
Now, do they light up on the phone over yonder?
I mean, yeah, but I gotta
Should I turn the lights off in my studio so I can see it better?
Yeah, I see
turn
one
my
ringing.
neck all the time to see that.
Pitch black in here.
Yeah, I see one ringing.
Oh, is it?
No.
No. Not me.
We don't get a lot of calls. When we do, they usually poison.
He can't call. He's probably still got to pay for long distance.
Beer Cats has to pay for long distance?
He doesn't have a plan where he gets it for free. He's really got to dial in from a 618 area code. That's long distance for him.
Iggy, the point of the foreplay pod is to bring casual golfers into the game. They don't break it down like no laying up and never try to because they are casual golfers. Iggy wants them to be golf.com writers. That's from Lady Gaga's FUPA.
Well, I'm old school. So I'm like the old writers out there that don't care for those guys. You know, I'm old school. I'm all for having fun, but when it comes to golf...
Well, you've probably never listened to a podcast, right?
No, I haven't.
But
I know what it is.
But what you don't like is the giggly interaction with celebrities.
Yeah, and how they, I think the first time Tiger said hi to him, he walked by and they were under the ropes and said hi to him, and they all turned to the camera. He said hi to us.
No, he literally held up his hand and looked at it as if he like he can't wash it.
Touched us, and they acted like.
Isn't that kind of like what you did with
Schoolgirls.
Nikki Glazer?
No, what did I do? I said, "Come on in."
He got very nervous.
I don't think I said.
In all honesty, dude, is this like a fantasy right now?
That to me reminds me of like some of the questions. But the access they get is phenomenal.
So, I mean, when I met Tiger, and you didn't see me giggling. Tiger's patting my butt. What's up, Woody?
That's what you said to him. What's up, Woody?
Woody.
What year was that?
It was right before I started at KFNS with Greg Marisek, so probably
98?
97 is when he came here, I believe, into 98. Might have been the spring of 98.
Gotcha.
It was the first clinic he did outside of a tournament he played. When he first got on tour, he decided he was going to do 5 clinics at 5 tournament sites he played at. And the next year, him and Earl sat down, and they were just thinking about doing the foundation. And he said, we're going to pick 5 cities outside of where we play to do clinics. And they picked St. Louis because of me. That was his first one, actually.
Again, they just wanted to be close to you, or what? Just pay homage to the legendary king of golf?
They dropped the ball, and I had to pick the ball back up and talk to Earl, and he said, well, we never got the proposal, but I'll give you 2 days to get it here. And we sat in that office for 2 days straight coming up with...
What office?
The Sports Commission. I forgot the lady's name who I worked with. But we had to work out logistics of how many chairs we can get, security, where we're going to put it on, all of that stuff. And we got the proposal in, and they accepted it.
Jaxie was lightning quick on the trigger with that Alex Cooper reference, suspiciously quick. I'm going to hammer the odds at minus 2,000 that Miss Cooper resides comfortably in the Burkett Beat Bank. Doug, you see him out there right now, little Tommy Trivens.
I don't see him.
Beautiful day for a bike ride.
Yeah,
First of all, keep my family name out your mouth. Second of all...
Oh, wow, look at this, Doug. It's a Fresh Prince back
Mr.
there.
Smith.
And second of all, I hammered it so quickly I got the wrong name. I think I said Alexa Cooper. So I listened to that podcast for 3 minutes, and the way it was edited, it was like giving me like a migraine. So I said never again. And then I read in the news 3 weeks later that she signed some $1 trillion.
But we should acknowledge, and I'm sure, I don't even know, what percent, Jackson, I like arbitrary percentages. What percentage of our audience knows what we're talking about?
25%.
I was going to go 50.
I don't know.
You just ruined your chance at having a threesome with 2 really hot girls.
Was that a little excerpt?
I don't even know. I just said Barstool.
I think it was.
Couldn't even.
But it's not, the point is, it's not for us.
Right, exactly.
Like if we were to go down and do just for maybe a half hour, because I don't think they'd want us in there any longer. TMA on 101 ESPN.
Wouldn't be for him.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be for him.
But it's not for them. It's not for them. That show is for 20 and 30-something and probably teenage women, and not for, guys in their 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s.
Guys my age would listen to it, some of them.
All right. But the success has come from, I think a lot of actually is, sorority girls and then women who get out of school and they still listen to it because it's like, oh, we don't have to be ashamed about being sexual. That's wonderful. That, as probably should have been the case for a long time. And so it's glamorized, and now it's okay to be, comfortable with your sexuality. But the message with the manner, with which the message is delivered is not, it's rough, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
It's the editing that really had me messed up. I was like, what are they talking about?
But hey, I tip my cap, man. She's making tens of millions of dollars. So God bless her.
Is she the one with
and without selling her soul, by the way.
You know who else is doing that? Who started out with attractive when she was on the Golf Channel? Holly Saunders. Attractive on the Golf Channel. Not good at what she did, pretty much. But took that to...
I thought she was all right.
No.
She was interviewing Jordan Spieth when he won the U.S. Open at Chambers Bay in 2015. And now, I don't know. I don't know.
And now she's, attached her coattails to Oscar de la Hoya. So you see her with him everywhere. And so, she's...
I think she's probably did that for the money. Probably made a lot more money doing that.
Of course she has. Now she's got an OnlyFans account. She's
lucky
doing some her own website, and now she's with Oscar de la Hoya. Now it's all about him. She's everywhere with him. And
she's married to him?
No, but she calls it the wife's life. You're not married. But he's probably worth about half $1 billion.
Boy, Timmy the Tickler is sending in text after. You're a big Timmy the Tickler guy, aren't you?
Not really. He's kind of a weasel.
He just texted in like the Dickens. He's texting in about Sky Bree. He says Sky Bree is the #1 porn star in Timmy the Tickler's ranking.
Never heard of her.
Okay.
Really? Pretty strong.
Is she?
Yeah.
I got to start catching up on the newer ones.
Yeah, that's important.
Well, I told Tim yesterday on the golf course, if you've watched Euphoria, there's a girl in there.
What is that?
It's a show on HBO. A very dark show, but it's a good show. Clausy's watched it.
Yep.
Everybody
Jackson,
talks.
you watch it, right?
I watched the first season. Haven't got to the second one.
Yeah, everybody
doesn't sound like you liked it.
That's angsty.
Yeah, it is.
Angsty.
And what's her name? Zendaya?
Angsty.
Yeah, Zendaya.
Yeah, what the hell does that mean?
Doug, is it Zendaya or Zendaya?
It's pretty much all about her and her drugs.
What about Sydney Sweeney?
Ah, the best.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney is just... I feel bad for her because now everybody just wants to talk about her breast.
What are we
what the hell?
about?
We were talking about Euphoria.
No, we weren't.
You were.
No. But Sydney Sweeney is actually good in this. But now she said in an interview, she goes, I feel bad. Or I don't feel bad, but people are neglecting my acting. All they want to talk about is my breast because they are spectacular, and she shows them quite a bit.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And but she's actually went to the producer or the director in the second season and said, you got me taking my top off here. Do I really have to? Because it really doesn't add anything. And to his credit, he said, yeah, you're right. We don't have to. Don't worry about it. Don't take it off.
We talking about boobs?
Yeah.
But there's a girl who had a minor part who became pretty entrenched in season 2.
Yeah.
And her name is Chloe Cherry. Chloe Cherry.
Real name, probably.
That's even bad for a stripper name.
Yeah, but she was on Pornhub. She did like 200 movies, and she's on Pornhub. And the director of Euphoria saw her on Pornhub. He was a Pornhub fan. And he liked her look and asked her and called her and said, I have a part in Euphoria I think you'd be perfect for. And she auditioned and got the part, and she's getting talked up quite a bit for her performance. So she's gone from porn star to like mainstream on HBO. But I've been watching some of her stuff, and she's
Is that the big lip chick?
Yeah, she's very talented.
Oh.
Her early stuff, she doesn't have the big lips, and then I guess she got the big lips before. Because there's a few...
Okay, that's enough! What are we talking about?
There's a few scenes with the big lips.
We've got the Blues opening a playoff series tonight, and you're talking about some big-lipped gal.
Doug, the Cardinals have a twin bill against their revived rival, the New York Mets. It's back to the mid-'80s.
Metsy's pitching today.
I'd rather talk about a duck-lipped whore than the Cardinals, to be honest.
Tim talked about this porn star I never heard of, and I said I need to get into some of the newer porn stars.
Timmy the Tickler.
Yeah,
I on my phone.
I mentioned Chloe Cherry, so there's a recommendation for our listeners. If you're not familiar with Chloe Cherry,
No, I'm not.
check her out and then watch Euphoria.
Well, don't tell me what to watch.
I said our listeners, not you.
Okay.
Guys, I lost track 3 minutes ago, and this old boot is still doing it. What in the hell is he talking about? Doug, that's from Midge.
I couldn't follow much of it.
Oh, man.
Well, you don't watch Euphoria. For
No,
our
I
listeners
don't.
out there that watch Euphoria, they know what I'm talking about.
You seem to watch everything. How do you have this much time to watch so many shows?
And if not, I would suggest checking out Euphoria.
Nurse.
Euphoria.
Sephora.
And I'm upset because Senor Cielos is coming back for another season, and they just took it off of Netflix.
Oh, no.
In the air, left field, and gone.
Ratchet up your delivery a little when someone hits a home run.
Oh, my God. Boots 100% has an entirely different show running through his head. One where he's the star and controls the conversation. That reality is bleeding into ours, and it is insufferable. Now he's offering up porn suggestions. Jesus.
Yeah, that's out of the realm of...
That's from Indianapolis star and TMA STL columnist Brian Henshin. He's our ombudsman.
I don't think that's fair. I've had a chance to do a podcast, and I don't want to. I could do my own stuff for an hour and just talk. I don't want to.
Well, we do. It's called Pepper and
Well, but you're part of it.
Boy, Pepper and Genie came out yesterday again. Doug, did you get a chance to...
I didn't yesterday, no.
Did you get a chance to listen to... Do we have any clips of Pepper and Genie?
That was my apologies. We did talk about what... Yeah, for me, I kind of wanted to get into... We talked about at the tail end what we looked for in a guy if we were in a homosexual relationship.
Yeah.
And I said I wanted the personality like Ryan Reynolds. And I guess I wouldn't mind the body. But usually when you have that type of body, you have, you're very egotistical. And I don't necessarily just want to be a sub. And I think with Ryan Reynolds, that type, that personality, he can kind of allows me to be a hybrid.
Are you coming out right now?
No.
Iggy would like to be with Johnny Weir. Didn't hesitate.
Oh, yeah.
And Plowhawk more Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. And, we talked about, some of the features we look for. Hair is very itchy. I have it myself, but I think, I'm kind of looking for the opposite. I'm a skinny, hairy twink. More so looking for that otter in good shape. But to me, it boils down to personality. And
Really?
Would Madison have a problem with it if you hooked up with a gentleman?
Oh, not if she was getting monthly stipends. No.
Stipends.
It's the cost of doing business. That's why Anna Marie and I had it in our wedding vows. That was very important.
We're very open.
Yeah.
Did you announce it at the wedding when you read your vows?
Just read it. Didn't want to draw attention to it.
Yeah.
Had the reverend.
I could hear the murmuring in the crowd if you said that. Oh, my God.
Anna Marie, I love you more than anything in the world. I'm glad you're going to be my partner for life. And if we have some lesbianism, that is not cheating.
Well, we didn't get specific, but then that opened the door for me to engage in same-sex activity, which was something that was important to me in November of 2011, and is even more important in May of 2022.
Oh, is it?
Speaking of which, we'll have a lot of men around tomorrow night at Maggie O'Brien's for TMA Live. What's up, Eddie McVeigh? You're the best in the business, Jack, and TMA Live's first Hubbard radio broadcast is taking place at Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills, presented by Engineer Design Facilities. And you can come out at 7 o'clock to Maggie O'Brien's and watch TMA Live. And EDF is going to be raffling off dinner for 4 with a wine pairing at Olive and Oak. And in addition, how do you do 4 tickets to a blues game at the Stiefel Bull and Bear Club for next season. It is next. It's tomorrow night. It is the EDF presentation of TMA Live Engineer Design Facilities. If you or anybody at your company who is a listener has visibility to your fire security system, make sure you email EDF at fire@edf-rg.com. Tomorrow night, Maggie O'Brien's. I would suggest getting there early if you can and ponying up and Jennings will be there, and Lisa Ann will be there. How do you do?
Did I see Lisa Ann has sent her books?
Was that what this is?
Yeah, she sent books for the winners.
How about that?
2 winning teams on Friday or Thursday and Friday. So, besides the trophy, the winning team is going to get 4 autographed books from Lisa Ann.
Outstanding.
Freaking awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, and
what a treat.
Tim and I were getting texts yesterday. Lisa Ann gets in tomorrow. Just want to make sure.
She only texted you, baby. She didn't text me.
So, Alvin Mack is in charge of security again. So she'll be in town tomorrow, bright and early. Well, not bright and early, but plenty of time. And can't wait to see her. It's been 3 years since we've seen her.
Yeah, it has been. Isn't it amazing?
Talk to her every Friday during football season. We'll yet to see her. So
yeah,
looking forward. She just celebrated her 50th birthday.
Yeah, she did last week. Right? I think it was.
Yeah, well, she did the 50 days to my 50th, so she.
You had a problem with that.
She kind of promoted it for a long time. But
you didn't care for that. Tim, will there be merch available at the TMA Live? No. Jackson and I discussed that. I mean, first off, it's all in Salt Lake City with Mike Flanagan and Kim, Doug.
Kim Flanagan.
That's right. I don't know if they're not married.
Oh, no.
They might share the same name. We don't know.
Yeah.
They share the same house.
So, no, we will not be doing that because it's all out there. And on top of that, we don't necessarily want people trying things on. And then it's a whole, there's we'll be doing the show. So we have our responsibilities there. So it's just not realistic. But this person is not the first person to ask that question. If you do want the merch, the Cronky Clown Nose. Jackson, what sold the most yesterday? Because we had record sales at TMA STL Shop. And I was playing with Chris Heck yesterday, and he is the one who designed those head covers. And I told him, I said, hey, man, those things are moving, brother.
Good looking.
Yeah, they're sharp looking. The TMA head covers, the Cronky Clown Nose, the kids vacuuming an S, the Puck Cronky, and Cronky Sucks T-shirts, all available at TMASTLshop.com, brand new. And they ship quick, fast, in a hurry. Jackson, what was the Cronky Clown Nose the most?
Yeah, that one sold the most. Sold a lot of those.
How many head covers? I'm curious. I thought they would sell out.
I actually have the exact number, but I did see a lot of the orders were coming in fast. And then, here's the thing, by the way, if you want those things, because I was with Chris, and I said, so I have a feeling we're going to go through the allotment. And he said, yeah, it takes like a month to reorder. Because you get some, and it's a whole process. But he's doing them for all the local high schools.
Oh.
So it's not just the TMA ones. So it's a nice little business he's got going. He does a hell of a job with it.
And he's a bomber.
Oh, boy, Doug, I know you were watching yesterday.
I didn't see any of it, no.
The Michelob Ultra Fan Page Club Championship, the Plowhawk played Chris Heck. I played Matt. It is Portel. So it is the family that started the Portels.
Pizza.
But their name is Portel. It is Portel. And as you know, at the level of play that I am at as a guy who'll be playing in the U.S. Open next year, I play with some good players. I play with some bombers. But this Chris Heck hits the ball further than 99.9% of the people I've played with. It's a clinic off the tee. Let's pull up a couple
videos. Big guy?
Videos.
Is he a big, chunky, fat guy?
No.
Nope.
He
he's kind of lanky.
Just absolutely bombs it. And here, we'll just use the first. Doug, you got number one up?
I don't have anything up.
The Hawk was in. It was coming out of the north, so it's dead. We're hitting into the teeth of the Hawk.
Okay.
Number one, and he was, I would say, 55 to 60 yards away from the pin into the Hawk. Off the tee. Now, we are playing the white tees, but still, that is an absolute bomb into the teeth of the Hawk. And I said to him after a few holes, you can tell after a couple swings, a ballpark area of what somebody can do. And I said, why are you only a 3? Because you can't teach that distance. And he said he has some blow-up holes, Iggy's situation. And but he's got, Doug, you said it last night we were talking about the match.
Yeah.
He's got the raw materials, the things you can't teach, the things you can't buy, and that is distance, Jack.
Okay.
And this guy bombs that golf ball.
And
Chris
he's a
Heck.
skinny guy, lanky guy, nicknamed Slats.
Tim bombed the first drive. Would you have like maybe $120 out? And he was 60 yards in front of you.
Yeah.
So who won?
The Plowhawk Hack won 7 and 6.
Yeah, I've updated our board up there.
The board is up. Oh, we only have a few matches to fill out. Now, the Jackson bracket, there isn't one match completed down there. This could be Forfeit City.
Yeah, I think Milty is playing his match maybe Thursday or Friday.
Do you know when the STL tax lawyer's playing his match?
No,
Someone sharpshooted me on that fan page.
Whenever he's not bailing somebody out of trouble with the IRS.
What's going on, Jackson?
He was throwing some subtle shots on the fan page about me. He's like, oh, Jax, maybe you come out and caddy since you couldn't make it through the first round.
Oh, my goodness.
Just a nice little offer
tax
there.
lawyer.
Yeah.
I think he's playing his match Saturday. The other ones, I don't know. I think Fred Friedman won yesterday. He got
Fred
that match.
Friedman. El Ocho Magnifico is now part of the Sweet 16.
Yes, 6-4, and I ousted him last year. Other people having trouble with him.
Oh, God.
I tell you what, Chris.
Doug's not going to make it through the mug.
You ousted him, but nobody else could.
Heck's a beast. That was a fun round. It was beautiful outside.
It was. I mean, yesterday it was perfection weather-wise. It was absolutely. It was perfection. I had an appointment. I had to bolt after our show meeting, and I walked outside. Oh my God! How fortunate are we that we get a chance to just be outside and play golf today? Because yesterday it was perfection. Not a cloud in the sky. What do they call it? I heard you guys talking about that. Iggy was doing a rendition of some guy who used to do a fishing report. And
we were out Saturday, and it was perfect day. High bluebird skies.
Doug, you like that? High bluebird skies.
High bluebird sky. I don't mind it.
I don't know what it means. And he caught a basket of fish. Who puts fish in a basket?
High bluebird sky.
That's what it was yesterday.
Do we have high bluebird skies today?
Yeah, today's going to be nice.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but not much. Then I think the rain's holding off. We may get a sprinkle coming in, but I think for the tournament, we're fine. It's not going to be blazing sun. It's not going to be. We're going to have some partly cloudy forecast, so it's not going to be sun all day. It's going to be low to mid 80s, so I think we're fine.
I hear tell. I mean, we're going to. You know what we're going to be doing on Thursday and Friday at Normandy outside of just shaving strokes and compressing golf balls,
having fun.
We're going to be fattening up for the slaughter. That's what we're going to be doing.
How can we do that when all the donuts are being stolen?
So Donut Drive-In is providing the breakfast. All right. Salt and Smoke is providing lunch.
Okay.
And there are rumblings, and I don't know if it's confirmed, so maybe I should be careful. So I won't name the places, but there are rumblings of 2 outstanding pizza places bringing pizza at 3:30. So at like 8:30, the donuts are coming from Donut Drive-In, South City.
As long as they last, anyway.
Exactly.
For the thievery.
At 11:30, I believe, the great Tom Schmidt is bringing Salt and Smoke.
Oh. Happy belated birthday, Tom.
Yeah, happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday, Tom.
You high. And then at 3:30, I was talking with Billy Bixon of the sales staff here. He's the one who came up with the Friday night is pizza night idea. And he was telling me last night, but I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, so I don't want to say it, but 2 outstanding pizza places at 3:30. Doug, I mean, these people are going to be having like a Plowhawk caloric intake. Now, the Plowhawk condenses it into 90 minutes, but still, over 8 hours, fatten up for the slaughter. You're taking in Michelob Ultra all day, but you're going to have a nice balance with Donut Drive-In, Salt and Smoke, and some outstanding pizza places, is what I hear tell.
We're going to run into a situation here, and I'm going to explain it real quick.
Oh, what do we got?
Not enough stalls at Normandy.
Oh, Bill.
Come on, you can eat without having to run to the bathroom.
I think there's only one, isn't there?
Not these boys.
Really, these guys have problems with their bowels.
Oh, well.
Get yourself regular.
I think they're the ones that like smash food so fast that they're full 20 minutes before they actually finish eating, and they don't even know it yet. And that's when a poop comes.
I believe there's only one stall. Besides that porta-john, there's only one stall in that bathroom.
You think gentlemen will take themselves to the woods?
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, it is going to be...
That's going to be hot.
They'll be fertilizing all over.
Fertilize. I wouldn't be going to try to find any honey holes.
Boy, in that 3:30, we'll probably be on about the 14th hole by then.
Are you saying there might be some gentlemen who arrive as otters and leave as bears?
I don't know.
Because that's the difference in, 50 pounds or so, isn't it?
Yeah, but an otter and a bear is more so about the hair and how much you have. So I'm not for sure if, that's going to matter.
Oh, I thought a bear was generally portly.
No, an otter can be whatever size, it just has to be
smooth,
like smooth on the facial area, but I think smoother on the skin and porpoise. So he's like a big
on the skin and porpoise.
Yeah.
So I'd be an otter.
Yeah.
I'm happy with an otter. So for the people that are already playing, Friday's sold out, correct?
It is.
Thursdays, there's still a few
I
spots.
believe there are a couple of foursomes left for Thursday. I'm certain that Friday is sold out. I don't know what the status of the Thursday. Either way, there's not many. So
No.
if you do want to play, tmastl.com. See if it is still available, yes.
And here's what you're getting.
What do you get?
I mean, donuts. First of all, you get the show from 7 to 10.
Lisa Ann Jennings Jr.
I don't know if Lisa Ann will be at the or both of our morning shows out there.
Yeah, no.
Jay, will Jay be there? Yeah, probably not.
Doug, I just made two promotions of things that are actually...
And neither one is going to be there.
Well, I don't think...
Tiger Woods will not be there.
Well, I think our last
Sky
one...
Bree.
I think our last one, she came toward the end and sat in for like the last half hour, but...
LeBron James...
He's going to be there?
Will not be there.
Ah!
We could probably red-eye Chloe Cherry.
Chloe Cherry.
I'm going to try to get her
Dave
on.
Chappelle
try to
this
do it
year
straight to
will
the
not
web.
be
He will
there.
not be there.
Gail Volva?
Don't know where she is.
She will not be there.
I'm going to try to get Chloe Cherry for straight to the web.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put that nugget in your head. Actually, it
No, I will. I'm trying to get her on anyway.
P&G.
Iggy, I can tell you're getting to a point where we're just taking kind of the bypass of the metropolitan area to get there. You're about to talk about what you're getting for being part of the Michelob Ultra Dotem.
Yeah, if you're not playing yet, there's still some foursomes on Thursday. You get there, first of all, you get to see 7 to 10. You get to see the show live.
And Doug, what is it like to see this in action?
About like what you think it is. Guys sitting around a
Worst
table
thing you
talking.
could ever anticipate.
Yeah.
To see Doug at 7 o'clock knowing like a half hour ago he was still laying in bed, probably with his underwear on.
Wow.
I beg your pardon?
That was graphic.
I sleep with like gym shorts and a T-shirt.
Ooh, slutty.
No, not in Florida. You wore that Hugh Hefner
that's
black
right.
velvet
Well,
gown.
that was February there. And the air conditioner was cranked up.
So first of all, you get the 7 to 10 show. And while you're watching the show, you're going to get donuts and a Bloody Mary if you like. Ryan Kelly will be out there making Bloody Marys. Then you get to play 18 holes of golf with fellowship all around you.
Marco Bertorelli will be there with
Yes,
his T-shirts.
giving out T-shirts. Lisa Ann will be driving around in a cart all day. If it's Thursday,
James Carlton's giving out T-shirts.
I'll be around with Learn on Thursday.
Oh, my.
Milton could be there spitting tax advice.
Could be, and you get to meet Learn, and I think Courtney's going to be out there, and Tim will be hitting shots on 5. Plowsy will be
Randy
handing out
Carricker and Michelle
snacks.
Smallman are going to be
The
there.
fellows from Munganask are going to be there.
They are.
Doug's going to be putting somewhere. Jackson's going to be putting somewhere, hitting shots somewhere.
Michael Wellington is going to be there from
All of
Birdies
that
for
on the-
Bipolar, the
all of
charity
that.
partner of the event.
On the
Lady
course.
Gaga. is
Jennings will be
not
there.
Jennings will be in the cart with Lisa Ann all day. And then pizza at some point. Then Salt and Smoke in the evening. And fireball shots and beer up in the pavilion. What are you waiting for?
Nice.
Thursday. Last few spots. Get them.
Wow, there it is.
It was a sales pitch.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I didn't realize that there was
I'm just
a
trying to
sales
do my
pitch.
part.
I didn't
I'm
either.
not doing much. I'm not doing much else trying to sell, so I'll help there.
Okay.
Michelob Ultra Dotem this Thursday and Friday and tomorrow night at Maggie O'Brien. Salt and Smoke will be there on Thursday. So we're Donut Drive in 8:30, Doug.
And there's nothing that's going to make us angrier than if someone who is not registered as a golfer comes and
That's right.
eats
Now I
a single donut.
believe my brother is bringing 250 donuts. That's what I believe he is doing for each day. Is that enough?
Enough for the golfers, not the non-golfers.
Oh, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah, we are.
I can't speak to exactly how much treat Tom is bringing, but I'm sure it will be plentiful. And then 3 to 4 hours after you have eaten donuts and brisket, Salt and Smoke, which, by the way, is hiring right now with signing bonuses, 401k. It's a whole thing.
Nice.
It's Salt and Smoke, and you eat it at Ballpark Village, Southampton, St. Charles, Central West End. Salt and Smoke. The brisket is so good, and Tom Schmidt's the best in the business, and they'll be providing the food on Thursday at the Dotem at saltandsmokebbq.com. And like I said, they're looking to hire with signing bonuses and health insurance. Then, just a few hours after Salt and Smoke, then you got, most likely, let's see if Billy Bixen's texted me, pizza, but I don't want to say where. But I'm telling you this, pretty strong.
There will be
3:30.
yeah.
And then we got Michelob Ultra all day. I mean, it's going to be a pony. I gotta like map out my alcohol intake for the next few days.
It'd be really easy to gain 15 pounds in a day out there.
No.
And that's what our listeners want to hear more than anything.
I may just bring a tent. And
You're going to live there?
And just for the night. That way, just wake up and go straight to the show.
I would do it in the middle of the course.
I'd do a little pump tent somewhere around 18.
You think they'd allow that? They allow campers on the golf course?
I'm a made man. I can pretty much do what I like.
Clip that off.
Oh, you could.
Snag that audio. Beer Cats is listening, and he says, I don't need the golf. I'll just be there hanging out with the sink puker, enjoying the treat and drink. Suck my ass, Iggy. You won't say a word to me. Wow, he just issued a challenge.
Oh.
Well, if you show up with the sink, whatever you call her.
Easy.
Let's leave it at that.
Easy.
Do what you want.
Dog. Good news. Tiffany is on the line.
Yeah.
Tiffany,
On
Tiffany
one.
is on Steve Schmidt Key of North County phone lines, and she wants to talk it over. One of our many female listeners.
Okay.
Tiffany Smooth?
Yeah, it's Rafi.
It's a fella. It's a guy.
So I was under the impression that Thursday, Friday was a BYOD, but you're saying treats provided, Tim. That's like giving the night fox a map to the Fabergé egg.
The night fox.
So what time should I be there to strap on the old feed bag?
Well, the donuts arrive at 8:30, Chris.
What time are you playing? What group are you in?
Uh-oh.
Well, that's my second question, Ken. Who will you be wearing on Thursday and Friday, Ken?
I haven't decided yet. I have a nice pair of Kenny Perry Ellis.
Soup Kitchen by Strode.
You know I don't wear anything like that.
Mugsy pants. Where are your Mugsies?
Soup Kitchen by Strode.
Perry Ellis.
Go ahead.
Ellis, Perry. Tim, I assume you're in charge, since Biggie has nothing to do with it. Who do I talk to make sure that my group isn't stuck with any mouth-breathing dorks on Friday?
Oh, it's impossible. You're going to be.
I don't know who is. I believe we talked last week, and Mike D and the Place to Be is handling the pairings. Am I correct on that?
Mike Diaz, but don't
Mike
call him and ask who you want to play with because he's just going to pair people together.
Should I just email, what is it, Negril1? What is it, at AOL.com?
It's Negril111 at AOL.com.
Negril, Negril.
I don't know how to spell it. We haven't nailed that down.
Iggy, I tried to sign you up for a Grint using that email, and someone already had.
Yeah, I've got that. I already got the welcome to Grint.
Plowsy, sounds like you met the business end of Chris Heck yesterday.
Yeah, that dude. I mean, when you're.
Oh, you played him in the first round, didn't you, Chris?
Oh.
How
Yeah,
about, his
double,
distance, for real.
He started double bogey, and then ended in shot 76. So it was even through the final 15.
See, I shot bogey par in the first two holes, and I was
Plowhawk's
down one.
par
I
on
was
number
like,
2 was from the crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
And he knocked it to, 7 feet and then hit the putt.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Let's
and
go.
Darren was, Doug, he was striking the ball.
Was he?
Plowhawk was striking the ball.
Raby knows with Chris Heck, there's not one hole that you, man, if I would have done that, like, he just doesn't make mistakes, man. Like, he just.
There's more than one.
Yeah.
Bomber.
He's a player. Yeah, he's good.
Did that threesome guy come caddy for you?
No.
No, he didn't.
So that's why we didn't have any video yesterday.
He didn't.
Did we ever hear what happened to Doug's glue guzzler? Anybody nurse?
I don't know. I bet he had another threesome.
Maybe he had to work. I felt bad because I could have done some video, and I was just so locked in on caddying for Tim, and I didn't do a very good job yesterday. I misread a couple of putts.
That brings me to my next point. This sound story that nobody's asking for. Why don't you just edit it yourself, Iggy, instead of waiting for Jackson to edit it?
Because I told Jackson I don't care if it goes up or not.
I mean,
Why would I do it? I don't care if it goes up.
If you're sensitive about stuff in it, like, yeah, let's put another thing on Jackson's plate. Have him listen to you be nervous around Learn for 48 minutes. Why don't you just do it yourself?
I said I don't care if it gets up. I said take your time. It's not mine to edit and put up. Steve said go ahead and put it up, and I said do what you want. I said I trust your judgment. Whatever you want to edit out,
but
and take your time.
It's not yours to edit. Why is it Jackson? Why don't you just edit it?
Because I'm not putting it up. I don't care if it goes up.
Come on, go ahead and edit it.
Seems like it's not exactly on the top of Jackson's to-do.
Which is fine. Which is fine. Don't put it up, Jackson. I don't care.
Take a hint, Strode. Strode. 1 + 1 = no. Not going up, pal.
That is perfect for me. Trust me. I said some things in there that I can open myself up.
Really?
I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't go up.
And
what about yesterday?
I will put the line at -450. No learn on Thursday. You will be learnless.
Oh
pal.
my God!
You'll be learnless in that cart.
I don't know, Raby. I'll bet you on that one. I will bet you on that one. I would be shocked if she is not there.
Yeah, so would I.
She's gonna definitely turn her location on though. On her.
Now, I thought if you were going to go -450 on the sound story with Learn ever going up, I wouldn't have taken the action. I would say that's probably in the right realm. But I think Learn will be there. Yeah.
Well,
what day are you playing? Thursday or Friday?
I'm playing Friday, but
we'll see.
Like I said, what do you mean we'll see?
No, I said that we don't have to
be banned from the tournament.
We don't have to worry about avoiding your hole on Thursday. You won't be
Cut
there.
that off.
So all the people that aren't playing that I said should come out. They should get there to park between 8 and 8:30, and then little breakfast, lunch, and dinner. X marks the spot for the old feed bags.
Yeah, take the spots, take the spots, parking spots from the people actually paying to play. That's what you should do.
Yeah, bring the the Suburbans, the RVs, park them sideways.
And please help yourself to some long johns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to make an ass of yourself, come on out, because I'll point out that you're here and not paying. But come on out, enjoy yourself.
Speaking of the glazed this weekend, Ken, you will stop at nothing to make sure that no one eats a donut that they have not adequately paid for.
No, I'm not going to do that. I said it's not going to bother me at all. I'm not going to ruin my day. I'm just saying, if you want to come out and take spots from people that paid and eat their food, go ahead.
Has not bothered you in the slightest.
Well, it's actually two people.
I gotta go.
Everybody else, come on out.
Ken, get back to it, and just make sure that I'm not with any weirdos on Friday, okay, Ken?
Well, why don't you send me who you want to play with, and I'll talk to Mikey.
Why don't you, Doug, kiss my butt?
Oh, pot him down!
My! Right there at the end.
Pot him down!
Seriously, Chris, tell me who you want to play with. I'll talk to Mike D for you.
Look at you.
I want Raby to have fun. I want everybody to have fun. Everybody will have fun.
Yeah. Don't you think that's already been arranged? Who's playing with who?
I don't know.
Iggy said he was getting a bunch of DMs from people wanting Iggy to put them in pairings.
Can I play with this guy? So this isn't Gobble Bowl. I can't just put you here. I have nothing to do with this. I figured Tim would get a bunch of them too, and he said he hadn't.
I had not.
Well, you could try to take some requests. It'd be nice.
No.
What do you mean no?
Raby, I'll help you out if you want to play with somebody. But
well, some of the other guys, we might as well. If there's only a few, if you only have a handful of requests, you could take
if they call Mike D, that's up to them.
Doug, Mike D.
Okay.
Mike D's either going to say I can do that or no. I'm just going to randomly put people together. Because it's going to be eightsomes.
Well, Lance Painter's not happy. Hey, Raby, strap yourself to the coupon-giving blimp. You fly around at the Blues game and crash landed straight into the Mississippi, you beta cock. Doug, this guy just pitched for the Cardinals. He'd start, he'd relieve, and now, 25 years later, I mean, he's just furious.
He's Biff's friend, isn't he?
You wouldn't think he'd be worried about this.
Oh, that's Randy
But it is
Choate.
high on his radar.
Randy Choate, yeah.
Guys, I'll play with Raby. Also, there's a listening party to Iggy's sound story with Learn at Angry Beaver tonight before the Blues game. It's Steve in Wildwood. Doug, we got to go down to Angry Beaver and listen to it.
And just listen for
keep giving that place a lot of pub.
It's going up tonight or today.
Oh wow!
I don't care what you put up, Jackson. I really don't.
So, Jackson, I want to spend a moment on this because I'm in awe of this. Doug, sometimes I play life coach to Jackson in commercial breaks of balloon party.
Oh, do you?
I do. Is that a fair assessment, Jackson? I don't want to, but that's what I feel like.
I'd say so.
Because he'll get to a point where he'll just close down the text inbox in there. And then he was talking about, I think, editing this video that we did on Friday when Iggy, Plowhawk, and Jackson and myself went out there with all the sponsors on the holes, and then Dogtown Tie, and we voiced them, and it's a project, man. I mean, that would take some time. And then we go into the meeting with Tommy and Jesse yesterday at 11 o'clock, and Jackson had already, done the damn thing. You edited that?
Yeah, I edited it on Sunday.
I mean, holy crap. So I said to Jackson yesterday, I said, dude, I know you're only 24 and you're only, 18 months into doing this thing, but you're going to burn out with how much you're doing. For real. These are not all your responsibilities. Listen, I appreciate it. But one of the things I think when you start out, remember this in TV, I think, Doug? You're just like, oh, I'll do whatever. So you're shooting, you're editing, because you just had to. And then just because you want to get your chance on air. Not that Jackson wants to be on air or anything like that. But point being, he's just doing so much stuff. And I didn't realize some of the stuff that you were doing in addition, like editing that video. Holy crap.
Yeah, the thing about that was the turnaround time had to be really quick with the dodo coming up Thursday, so I just figured I'd get a head start out of it. And now, that's gonna go up today as well. We just have to do a couple more voiceovers for it, and then that'll be good to go. And it's really cool. The drone video that Dogtown Ty shot is really awesome. So I'm excited for people to see that. And then I'll get that up, and then I'll listen to the last part of the Iggy Learn sound story. And I guess I'll just put that up on the TMA podcast feed. I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with that.
Iggy, is there anything in there that you are uncomfortable with? I mean, you and Plowhawk.
Hello, friends.
Is that the fire alarm
No,
again?
it's a tester today.
Oh, today's a tester.
Did we get an email that was a tester?
Yeah, there's a sign on the front door.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, periodically until noon.
There it is. Because on Pepper and Jeannie yesterday, you and Plowhawk were very forthright with your interest in other men. On this, what is it that you said you might have said some things? Because I haven't listened to the final 10 minutes. Maybe I'm missing something. I thought Learn did a wonderful job, and I thought it was legitimately interesting. I think, if anything, she was focused on your hedonistic sexual appetite.
She got into that. I don't know, maybe the religion and family.
I don't recall that part.
That's kind of, it was kind of personal, but...
Well, if you don't want something out there...
No, I mean, it's Steve's. He can do what he wants. My life's an open book, so... No, I don't care. I trust Jackson. Whatever he puts up there, he knows what might embarrass me and what won't, so...
Well, I'm not going to, if it's like a personal story about you and your family, that's kind of like the draw of it. It's just the stuff that, is... Because what you and Lauren were having a private conversation for Stephen Wilder, who purchased it, so you weren't under the guise of public consumption. So if something's not for public consumption, I will edit it out.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. You do what's ever easiest for you.
God bless.
I don't think there's anything in there.
No.
Yeah.
So that'll be on the TMA podcast feed?
In the old place.
Yeah, it's out there on the TMA podcast feed. It'll probably be around, it was like 57 minutes. If I edit out a couple minutes, it'll be around 55 minutes for the audience's listening pleasure. A lot of content coming this week.
Yeah, there is. Holy moly.
So much content.
By the way, the live broadcast of tomorrow night's show will be played, I guess, up for podcast on Monday morning, for the record.
Yeah.
The show will be off on Monday. And you can email negril111 at AOL.com with your complaints about that.
NEGRIL?
Yeah, gmail.com.
Yeah, Doug, what's the number of the complaint hotline?
BR 549.
There you go.
You should not give him my number out for that.
So Larry Nickel is on the line, and he's texting into the EDF text inbox saying that we should go to the WW recap. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, guys. What's up?
Hello, Nixie. Sorry we got to
How
you
you
a little
doing,
bit
Doug?
late. Oh, I'm fine. You?
I'm doing great.
All right.
Larry, we saw Chris Jericho yesterday. Were you a fan of his?
Yeah.
Is he still wrestling, or is he just doing music now?
He's still doing both.
Is he on WWE?
No, he's in AEW.
Oh, okay. Seemed like a nice guy.
He was here in the station.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know. We just saw him walk by. He didn't.
I just heard from somebody that he was coming in that day, so nobody knew.
Y2J.
Okay.
So, what happened on the presentation last evening?
Besides the steel cage match between Bobby Lashley and Omos.
Yeah, besides that.
Well, that's what happened. And then Omos threw Bobby Lashley through the cage. And the section of the cage broke off and went outside. And Bobby Lashley walked off that section of the cage to the floor and won the match.
Oh.
Sick.
Okay.
Super sick.
Because technically, steel cage matches back in the day were only won by either walking through the cage door or going over the top of the cage.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
it seems
they
like
added the pinfall and submission angle.
Yeah. That seems
But
better.
last night, Bobby Lashley won the match by being thrown through the cage.
Okay. Yeah, when the rule was first one out of the cage, I thought, how come when the bell rings to start, you don't just run to the door and let yourself out?
Maybe because you gotta have your opponent incapacitated to the point where it make it easier for you to get out of the cage.
Well, if you're just faster to the gate, you'd win, right?
Doug, did you not hear what I said?
Yes, I did. Sorry. Sorry. Well, what else happened on the presentation of interest or of note?
Well, as you know, Doug, most wrestling cards always have that little notation, card subject to change.
Yeah.
And there was supposed to be a six-pack challenge match.
Six-pack?
Yeah, six-pack to determine the number one contender to Bianca Belair's title at Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
But apparently, two of the competitors, who happen to be the women's tag team champion, Sasha Banks and Naomi, they just walked out.
They left?
Yeah.
For any apparent reason?
They had to change the match on the fly to make it a one-on-one match between Asuka and Becky Lynch.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that would be the natural way to fill that time.
Yeah. Becky Lynch, Doug. She's known as the Man. What do you think about that?
Is she manly?
It's just her nickname. Why does she have that nickname, Larry?
Well, because of a certain Hall of Famer.
Huh.
He's always saying, to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
And baby, I am the man. Rolex time, 24 hours? 24/7. Camera, it's been your pleasure.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means.
Well, he was a guest on this show. Was he on in January or February, Larry? Ric Flair, the Nature Boy.
Oh, yeah.
February?
Yeah, Jackson asked a question. He completely ignored him.
Couldn't hear him.
But anyway, Asuka won the match, so now she'll be challenging Bianca Belair at the Hell in a Cell premium live event for the Raw Women's Championship.
Okay, I guess that's big news, huh?
Also, there's another match. Now we'll probably get to the top 5 countries, Tim.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Do it yourself. Do it yourself, big man.
We're up against Jimmy Uso ahead of their tag team title unification match this Friday on SmackDown. And then the Usos were trying to cheat to win, like Eddie Guerrero did when he was wrestling. But the referee caught Jay holding his brother Jimmy down to where he can pin Riddle. That didn't happen. The referee ejected Jay from ringside, and then Riddle did a roll-up inside cradle and won the match.
Okay, that sounds like a shocker.
Yeah. I see people are laying odds on who's going to be in the top 5 countries. Doug, Syria is plus 500, Sweden plus 400, Vietnam plus 600, Canada plus 110, USA minus 5,000. So
yeah. Okay.
Those are the people are monitoring GDP.
Yeah.
Larry, what do we have?
Okay, top 5 countries. Number 5 will be Vietnam.
Okay, so Vietnam pays. You put 100 down, you just won $600.
Yeah.
Number 4 will be Greenland.
Greenland. There's hardly anyone in Greenland.
Number 3 will be Portugal.
Portugal.
Good choice.
Yeah, Lisbon.
The Azores.
Lisbon.
Shout out Ronaldo.
Number 2, Canada.
Yeah.
Number 1, United States of America.
Yes!
Nice. Okay. Portugal doesn't get enough love, I don't think.
I've always wanted to go to Portugal.
Seems like a nice place. You never hear anything happening there.
Literally, Madison's sister is there right now.
What does she say about it, Plog?
Oh, she just got there last night, so...
Wow.
Is it like Spain? I would think it's probably a lot like Spain.
Beautiful. A lot of sightseeing.
I had a dream about Portugal last night.
Larry, I know you did...
Nice, Jackson.
Jackson, would you like to elaborate on your dream about Portugal? How'd you know you were in Portugal?
I was like in the Portugal airport.
I'm not. I just
welcome
did
to
that
Portugal.
because of being in the top 5 countries.
What?
I just did that in the top 5 countries.
Yeah.
Perfect. Larry, you remember when you did Ask Lawrence? It was an award-winning little segment from Lucas Park. He would wear a robe. Somebody has a quick Ask Lawrence. What dish do you recommend me to prepare for a romantic dinner for 2? That's from Scooter.
Nice roses and a bottle of wine.
He said, what dish? What food?
Yeah, what food?
What food should he make?
Surf and turf.
Nice.
Surf and turf.
It's nice. I think this guy's got it figured out, Doug.
Boy, he does.
Let's ask Lawrence.
What kind of steak, though?
I would go with sirloin.
Okay. You think that's the move, Iggy? I mean,
No,
I'll
It's a working
ask.
man's cut.
I probably went with a filet.
I think the filet is the move. But hey, Larry does things a little differently.
Like a porterhouse.
You go porterhouse?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be the size
It's going to be an anal-free night, I guess. Larry, God bless you, and God bless these United States of America.
Yeah. God bless America.
There he is, the best of the business, Larry Nickel with us.
Thank you,
here.
Nick C.
It's 8:18. We ought to wrap up our munganass 7 o'clock hour. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. The Fan Page Club Championship at Gateway National Golf Course, presented by Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Is officially underway. A bunch of guys went out in the heavy wind conditions and complained about the rules. People got eliminated. You can't even come out and see the tournament, but you can follow it on social media. Check out TMA STL on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for all the updates and videos of guys making like triple bogeys to win the hole. Pretty dumb stuff. Brought to you by The Morning After and Michelob Ultra.
Tullamore Dew is one of the best known and most loved Irish whiskeys in the world. Founded in 1829 in the town of Tullamore and inspired by early owner Daniel E. Williams, whose initials live on each bottle to this day. As one of the world's top 2 Irish whiskeys, Tully prides itself on exceptional liquid quality. The original triple blend of malt whiskey, grain whiskey, and pot still whiskey come together to create an unrivaled taste and character like no other in the category. Tullamore Dew, Irish whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York, New York. Please enjoy Tullamore Dew responsibly.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly, thehomelandexpert.com, and I'm in studio with 2 of my favorite people today. Well, to my right is Tim Magic Man McKernan, and to my left is probably the Bills' biggest fan in the world, and if you listen to the point, you know Donnie.
Yeah, hey, what's going on? You got a cool nickname, though, like Magic Man. I want that.
Magic Man, yeah, that was just appointed. I kind of like it. Ryan makes magic for me. I have refinanced with him. You saved me all kinds of money. Your staff is wonderful at thehomeloanexpert.com.
And you did the same thing for us late last year as well. We knocked out a ton of credit card debt, started the new year off completely fresh, and it feels good, man.
I really appreciate that, and I'll tell you, at the homeloanexpert.com offices there at 1600 South Brentwood Boulevard, the reason we can close loans so fast, the reason we work so well is because we're listening to 2 of you on the radio all day long, streaming nonstop. And that's the honest to God truth. If you live in the St. Louis area and you're even considering buying or refinancing a house, why would you go anywhere else? It's our world headquarters. It always will be. I know these neighborhoods, and I know what it takes to get your deal done. Get pre-approved today at thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326240.
Maggie O'Brien's your go-to Irish pub in St. Louis for over 42 years. Host any size event at our downtown location. Ride our shuttle to and from concerts, Blues and Cardinals games, and make sure to grab a drink and a bite to eat before all of them. Trying to watch the big game? We have it on one of our many TVs at our Sunset Hills location. Come join the fun and see what the buzz is all about. Maggie O'Brien's, 2 great locations. Sunset Hills on South Lindbergh, just south of Watson Road. In downtown at 20th and Market Street. Union Station is next to us.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com. If you are a commercial property manager, property owner, small business owner, or are involved in operations, listen up. Engineer Design Facilities has become the #1 commercial fire alarm service provider in the market. EDF's goal is to not increase your operating budget, but rather decrease it, and at the same time service your business's commercial fire alarm needs with the most experienced and competent technicians this region has to offer. Make sure your building is up to code. Email fire@edf-rg.com to schedule your systems evaluation today. That's fire@edf-rg.com.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Check out listener rewards on the new TMA mobile app. Watch the show live on the TMA studio cams. Find it at tmastl.com. Get the podcast on the TMA app. Download it now.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
Tim, Doug, Iggy, Plowsy, Action Jackson.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After, 105.7 HD2.
It's me and you, Doug.
And the music.
It's romantic.
We don't need romantic music right now.
This is what happens when you have a 3.5-minute break. Nobody's here.
Oh. This is the background music to what now?
This is... I've never seen Teen Wolf the movie. Apparently this is some major theme in the movie. I don't know the scene.
Teen Wolf doesn't sound like something that would appeal to me that much.
Why you hate Michael J. Fox?
I don't hate
I don't
him.
like the 80s
It's just,
movies.
It doesn't sound like the type
You don't
of
like
music.
80s movies?
No. I can't watch any 80s movies now, like the action movies.
They're all out. Why?
What about Terminator?
They're so advanced now that you go back to them, it's just not...
I hear where you're coming
They're
from.
kind of corny.
The recovering alcoholic descendant in Texas has put it in our mouths, Ronaldo? What does that mean?
We were talking Portugal.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It just doesn't get a lot of love anymore. I mean, they used to have a lot of explorers.
They did.
They crank out a lot of them. But now, not much happens in
Who's
Portugal.
your favorite Portuguese explorer?
Vasco da Gama?
Yeah, probably so. He's on the Mount Rushmore over
I
there.
think so.
Is there a guy named Ferdinand? Is he an explorer?
Ferdinand Magellan?
Yep.
No.
I don't know, Spain?
Yeah, he's
Portugal?
I think he is Portuguese.
Yeah. Yeah, Magellan would have to be right up there. He's the first one that went completely around the world, right? I think that was his claim to fame.
Those are all just stories, Doug. There's no proof.
Nice.
Well, it really wasn't that long ago. What would that have been? The early 1500s?
Yeah,
maybe?
1518 is when he set sail.
Those people were a whole lot smarter than we give them credit for. To be able to do that, not knowing what's out there, to make it all the way around, to be able to navigate like that, to build the ships without power tools or modern technology.
Watch this. Tools.
Tools.
Think about that.
I can't imagine anything worse than trying to sail around the world in an old ship. Can you imagine that? How horrible that would be, how boring, how dangerous.
But we are in our Appliance Discounters 8 o'clock hour, your hometown appliance source, featuring major brands like G, broadcasting from the Michelob Ultra Studios. Appliance Discounters. When your washer and dryer goes out, your dishwasher goes out, your refrigerator goes out, you don't have the time to wait for a long supply situation. So what you got to do is go to the Appliance Discounters. They have an 80,000 square foot warehouse filled with GE appliances along with other brands. You can't wait weeks when your refrigerator, washer, or dryer go out. Come into one of their showrooms and they will deliver it tomorrow. That's right. TheApplianceDiscounters.com. I'm more than happy to connect you with great John Bradley of Appliance Discounters. So email me, tmckernan at InsideSTL.com, and I'll make that connection. The Appliance Discounters, the sponsor of our 8 o'clock hour first-class appliance company you know you can trust. It's Appliance Discounters, your hometown appliance source featuring major brands like GE. Michelob Ultra Studios. Michelob Ultra, presenting sponsor of the Dotem this Thursday and Friday at Normandy, the Fan Page Club Championship, and our studio sponsor. And Doug, I've got it at only 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs, and I look up at this beautiful sign here in our studio, and that's how I know. Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Sponsor of the Dotem and the Fan Page Club Championship. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of the 16 matches have been played for the Fan Page Club Championship.
Okay.
I told Sean yesterday we're way ahead of schedule.
May 22nd is the drop dead date for the round of 32.
Yeah, and we were talking about you people that are waiting till Saturday and Sunday to play your matches, you better hope it doesn't rain out, because then it's a coin flip.
That's right.
There's no, well, it rains, so we should get an extension. Nope.
Well, why not?
You wait till the last minute to play your match. If you get rained out, it's a coin flip.
Well, maybe they just couldn't make it until then.
Well, you have nothing to do with the rules, so.
Wow.
I'm just looking out for the people that paid and want to be a part of it.
Well, they shouldn't have waited till the last minute to play.
Well, maybe they weren't available until now.
Well, that's too bad.
How about Monday or Tuesday?
Rules are rules.
Monday or Tuesday. Wouldn't it be better
No,
than a
that's
coin
after
flip?
the 22nd.
So what? What's the magic date about with the 22nd?
Well, what about, the NFL draft?
What about the draft?
The first team ready to pick. We're not ready. Can we wait till Monday? Yeah, okay.
No, it doesn't get canceled because of rain, though.
Okay. Well, what's the difference? A
What's the
rule is a
big
rule.
difference?
A date is a date. Look, I got to make the rules.
Well, it sounds like
Follow
you
them,
did.
but I don't make them.
Okay.
You enforce them, though.
Even though I have nothing to do with this tournament, I'm enforcing. I have nothing to do with the Dotem, I'm enforcing rules. I have nothing to do with this, I'm
Why would you
enforcing
do that?
rules.
Why would you be such a tough guy with
I don't know
guys
why.
who just want to play golf?
I don't know why. No, I didn't make up the rules. I had a nice day yesterday. I was talking to Sean. Tim won his match. He left, and I sat there and fished till about almost.
Oh yeah, I didn't post your fishing video.
Almost till like sunset.
I got to post that fishing video. Doug, he guaranteed he would catch a fish within 2 casts, and in my word, did he ever? On the second cast, what would you say that was that you pulled out of the water? I can't identify fish.
Small little largemouth.
Small little largemouth.
Tiny one. No, it's just so relaxing, and I just walked around the whole lake on 18, and the sun was setting.
Oh, we had a nice pairing. The Plowhawks obviously as laid back as it comes. Chris Heck and his brother Andy, and then Matt Portell, Fortell's family.
Fortell's Pizza.
Was incredibly kind and
was.
relaxing and, low key. That's my kind of pairing.
Fun day.
That's my kind of pairing.
I wish Shelley Fortell's birthday yesterday, by the way.
Is she the founder of the
Matt's
pizza?
sister, yeah.
Oh, that's correct.
Okay.
Shelley Portell, but they called it Fortell.
How many lunkers you pull out of that lagoon?
He was pulling out fish left and right.
I probably caught 20, 25.
Look at this guy. He's an angler.
You put them all back or put them on a string?
Yeah, when I was fishing, Sean said, don't throw them back. It's overcrowded in there. I said, what do you mean, throw them up on the 18th green? I'm not taking them home.
So you threw them back?
Of course I threw them back.
Okay, he told you what not to do, and you did.
I don't know what he wanted me to do. Put them on a stringer and take them home and eat them?
Yeah.
No. They were small anyway. Probably a pound and a half was probably the biggest one I caught. Most of them were like a half pound. What?
Was that a drop?
Move on.
Was that a drop?
No, it will be, but...
Was that Jackson call?
I was live and in person.
Yeah, that's the Jay Randolph one.
I had a Cliff Bar, and those things can get caught
You
up
go
in
Cliff
the truck.
protein bar or Cliff?
Cliff
bar?
Energy. I needed some fuel.
Does it have nuts?
I believe it's nut free. I hope it's nut free.
Because that's when I'll sit at home and eat peanuts. I'll have like a jar of Planters there. And you get a nut stuck right in the middle of your throat. And no matter how much water you drink, you can't get that little piece out of there.
Yeah, I'm in that situation right now, so I'm pounding some agua.
Oh, you like that pounding some agua?
I didn't care for it, really. I'm drinking some water.
Rules are rules, like carts on path, no phones during the show, being back from the break on time, ransacking neighbors' apartments. Anyone who doesn't follow the rules is a Hoosier, of course, and essentially dead to me. It's from Sister Catherine Patricia.
Like I said, rules are rules.
Cat pat.
None of those were true.
None of those apply to you.
Well, none of them were true that he brought up.
The ransacking of the apartment.
I was halfway to Japan by the time I got in there.
Jackson, what do we have coming up on Balloon Party on 101 ESPN today? 10 a.m. sharp.
Oh, well, 10:15, EDF playoff report. Greg Wyshynski is going to...
Doug, is that how you pronounce it?
I think Wyshynski. So. Mm-hmm. He's the senior writer for the IHL for ESPN.
And he picked the Blues to beat the Avalanche while the first round was going on. He said, if the Blues can get past the Wild, I'm picking them to beat the Avalanche.
Yeah, I'm curious to what he thinks about that now that we're... Because he said that before the series, so I'm curious to what he has to say now.
There is no Krug now, most likely.
I saw Gretzky pick the Blues, too.
He did. Before the playoffs, he had the Blues and the Hurricanes meeting for the Chalice. Battle of Florida gets underway first tonight. And then the Blues and the Avalanche. How do you do? Doug, let's just get one in Denver. I'd take two.
Yeah,
I'd take two.
One is
Let's
fine.
get one in Denver.
Yeah. But then I'm going to get a little greedy if we win that first one. Okay. Just one would be great.
Here's Craig Berube talking about how big the underdog spot is for the Blues taking on this favorite Avalanche bunch.
All right, hit the lever, Plowsy.
Well, guys would be motivated anyhow, whether we're underdogs or not. But we don't really look into that stuff. That's fine. They had a great year. We should be. I mean, they end up with 119 points. Pretty good team. I mean, they went stretches without losing, and they got a really good team over there. We're gonna have to do a lot of things right, and
Yeah.
Okay. Try to do a lot of things right.
Doug, did you have a problem with the edit out point?
It wasn't real smooth. I don't know. We've never concerned ourselves.
I'll be honest, the clip wasn't that
Indies.
interesting as a whole. And they're a good bunch. 119.
I kind of liked how I kind of
Yeah, back in the day, whether you had a cart or whatever, you'd always kind of write on there out cue, whatever it was. And you still, I guess, when you're putting a sheet of sound together, you put out cue. What would that out cue be? Buh?
Yep. Man, not machine.
Buh, like the man against you. Buh, died for first.
Ruby talks about Colorado. Out cue. Buh.
Hey, TMA STL Shop, you want that Cronky Clown No shirt? We've got it. It is up. TMASTLShop.com, plus the TMA Golf head covers. Those are up as well. And those are a limited supply. TMASTLShop.com, Puck Cronky Sucks, and Kids Vacuuming and S. All available. And how quick, somebody sent in a text in the 7 o'clock hour, Jackson, about how quickly the shipping goes. And I know you're not shipping them, but
Sure.
I know you talk with Mike more than I do. Do you have any idea how quickly he's able to ship? He ships quickly, I think.
Yeah, he does.
Kim, I'm telling you.
So if you bought a head cover, those guys get out to Utah. They're going out today to Utah, so they'll take a couple days to get out there. That's why I marked down pre-sale. So let's say you bought a shirt and the head cover. Unfortunately, you have to wait until the head cover gets there to get shipped out together. But if you just bought a shirt, it should be there in a couple days or so.
Nice.
Just standard. If you buy something on Amazon or anything, it comes in 2 or 3, 4 days.
Nice. There you go. So if you want these shirts for this Saturday's Game 3 or Monday's Game 4, barring a huge surprise, you will have them. And have them with comfort based on the track record of Mike Flanagan and him and Kim shipping from Salt Lake City. TMA STL Shop. That's where you can get all these new shirts and the TMA Golf Club head cover. How much bear-on-bear sex do you think was on Magellan ships? I bet tons of it. Months on end, lonely at sea with no one but your fellow oarsman Franz to spill your seed onto or into?
Call them seamen for a reason.
No, you can't
Southside
get that.
seamen.
You can't get that lonely.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Lousy.
Yeah.
There's
Here
no
we
way.
go,
You
Pepper and
can never
Genie.
get that lonely.
Oh, I'd be below deck all the time.
Why? Below deck. What do you think's happening below deck?
Outside of spray of mud.
Doug, where would they use the facilities? I mean, what kind of facilities do you have on these ships?
Probably just a little pot that they'd go in and then throw it overboard. I'm sure.
Much as peas, porridge, pot.
Really intimate would be just to kind of sit and have your butt hanging over the ship, and have one of your buddies holding your hand so you don't fall off the ship, and watch them grunt, and then hear the
Doug on the choppy seas, hold my hands while I evacuate my bowel.
No toilet paper, no problem.
Then have a big grouper just come up and take it.
Here comes the grouper.
Yeah, that would work.
And then you just lower your fellow patron right to
patron
to the
Why are they
seas
in
and
Augusta?
have him just dip his booty in the.
What do you think they were wiping with back then?
Great question.
Well, that's what I was bringing up. You just
881 TMA5.
lower him to the sea and then have that.
Pantaloons? You use old pantaloons?
I think you really just have a bidet.
Right, I think they had bidets.
They didn't have bidets.
They didn't even have a toilet.
Well, I meant
guarantee
you
they went
lower
over
the guy to the sea so he can.
Why would you lower a guy to the sea?
So his dirty butt can get cleaned by the sea.
No,
Yep,
no,
the seal
stop.
thing. And that grouper he was talking about comes up and there's a little fish tongue.
That's not what happened.
There's a reason. There's a reason they called it the poop deck.
Yep. Study up, Doug.
And there's
what would that have been?
You go up to the deck, you drop trowel, you stick your ass over the side, and you do whatever you have to do into the ocean.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
Yeah, when
They'd
you get
stick their ass over the side, I'm sure they would have gone in a pot or a bucket and then poured it over.
They had what they called a
Let me be the bucket.
chamber pot for number one. 2 over the side.
That was in houses. They had chamber
Yes. Well, you
pots.
think they have a toilet on a ship?
No, I suppose they had buckets full of seawater, and you'd go in there and
then
then
where do they
pour it over the sea.
All right.
over
So
the-
why do that when you can just go yourself over the sea? You don't have to go
Because
into
you
a pot
might
and then.
fall overboard.
No, that's why you got your buddy's hands.
Right.
They weren't holding each other's hands.
No, it's not like holding it.
You guys never sailed the 7 seas.
Oh, I have.
And you talk about the fish tongue, and if you've ever had a
It
pedicure.
never came into play.
No,
Fish don't have tongues, do they?
Oh, it was brought up when I talked about lowering the guy to have it splash and clean them up. But they do have fish that clean up your feet, like in pedicures, and I'm sure there are fish that, clean other areas. So maybe they had those.
Have you ever had sex in the ocean?
I don't know if I've been in the ocean.
Let's save this for.
I've been on the,
let's save this for Popper and Genie because I.
Plopper and Genie.
Pepper and Genie.
Oh,
because I want to.
For you, many times.
No, I want to tell a story, but I can't tell it on this air. But I can tell it on Pepper and Genie because we can get a little banty over there.
Doug, that's a tease. Just got better at teasing.
We don't have to worry about cussing and things on that.
Remember the yacht excursion you went on with Natalie Wood and Raquel Welch?
That's right.
No. Now, back in the old days, I don't know what they did in the old-time pirate ships and things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how evolved they were from, say, the Roman era. But if you were...
a lot, because it would have been like 1,000 years later, right?
But I don't know how much advanced they were as far as wiping. They didn't have toilet
It's
paper.
all about wiping?
Well, we asked the question, how are they wiping? Back then, if you were rich, you had somebody wipe it for you with a brush. They would have a brush and a bucket, and then it would kind of go sideways, and the guy would wipe it for you, then go back in that
How do you
bucket.
know this?
I saw it on Spartacus.
There you go.
God, I think that there'd be just a lot of spraying with
It would.
that brush technique.
But Batiaris, who owned the Gladiator School, he would go, and they had these, like, a whole row of them, like little holes in the wood, and they would all sit down. And this guy was just talking, drop trowel, and talking to his friend, and the guy handed him the brush. It was in a bucket. Got water on it, just gave it back to him.
Don't make that sound effect.
That
please.
brush went right back into the bucket with his poop on it.
Oh.
I'd be a randy little sea-man.
I don't think it is.
You say this was in a movie you saw.
It was a TV show. I don't think they made that up.
No, they never made
How's he
up
going to wipe? Let's just do this. No, they kind of researched.
I don't know. Couldn't they have excluded that from the movie and been just fine?
Well, it was as real as could be back in the Spartacus days.
Yeah, but that goes on today, too. People still use the restroom. It doesn't make its way into the movies.
Well, it's a long time ago. Just like when you have the poop deck, then you have swab the deck. That's what they're using, that brush to swab the poop.
Oh, I don't know.
Doug.
I don't know. It's an odd topic that we've gotten off on.
I didn't start it.
We just started talking about explorers.
Right. We were talking Portugal.
Right. It started
come
out
full
that.
circle.
It was a very highbrow discussion.
That would have been a tough job on a ship that long. I was actually offered a job on a ship in Tahiti.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
To do what?
Be a waiter.
I had friends who did that.
Yeah, that's like
brutal.
3 weeks on straight, and then you get a week off.
Yeah, they said it was brutal.
Yeah, I said I can't. Even doing a private ship, and the guy owned like 6 private ships, and he would have like 8 couples per ship, and I think you had 2 couples you had to take care of for dinner. But you work 7 days a week for 3 straight weeks. Then you got a week off. But that's just a lot of work before you get time off.
Yeah.
Even in Tahiti. So
And then as soon as you're off and you rest up for a day or two, it's almost time to go back to work for 3 weeks.
So I said no. It'd been nice, but yeah, that 3 weeks on, 1 week off was no go for me.
I bet they really have trouble getting people now to do jobs like that. We got restaurants closing all over town because they can't get people to work.
Well, it'd be different on a ship in Tahiti.
Yeah.
Compared to the Pasta Shack and wherever.
I heard a guy who owns a restaurant said the other day that they're still giving out the stimulus money, and that if you max out on that, you can make $31,000 a year.
Still giving that out?
To some, yeah. And if you're a married couple, you can make $62,000 a year doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's why they can't find anybody to work in a lot of these restaurants.
I wouldn't want to do that. Even if I won the lottery, I'd still come to work every day. I don't care how much it was. I could make $10 million, I'd still do this show.
How about that, Doug?
You would.
I would. I'd come in every day. I love working here. So even if I made $10 million, I'd be rich, live wherever I want, buy a nice house, wherever, but I would come in here every day.
How about that?
Well, you'd have to live here then.
I said I could buy a house anywhere, Chesterfield, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was still coming to work every day.
You would.
Look at that.
Good for you.
There is confidently wrong, and then there was whatever the hell Iggy is doing now. Holy smokes. That's from Kevin's brother. His first name is Jack, and then his last name is Demoff.
I don't know what any of that meant. Commonly wrong?
Confidently.
Confidently wrong? So I'm unconfidently wrong?
This guy is worse than listening to my in-laws. It's from Patrick. He's over to Macalata right now.
I'll take the segment off.
Take the segment off? You're going to take the, this is Doug. Oh, this is the pout fish with the pout
That's a little
face.
late. There's
Bread and dreary wearies all over the
13
place.
minutes left in the segment, so.
I've got Doug. I'm going to give you a Sadie Hawkins. Here.
Okay.
Before I do, though, and these are good Sadie Hawkins. Jackson's links today is bee's knees. I'm intrigued by these links. Can you tell us about our title sponsor? Because I got his name is Ryan Kelly, and I got him at the Dotem on Thursday and Friday, and I got to make him Bloody Marys.
Iggy wins that lottery. He can buy a house anywhere. Maybe he won't need the home loan.
Where would you buy the house,
He'll just
Iggy?
pay cash for it. We won't even need a loan.
I don't know. I have to think about it. I still go to Ryan Kelly. I mean, if I can save money, I don't care how rich I am. If I can save money, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, well, if you got that much, it might be better off just to pay cash. But most people, most of us, that doesn't work. Hey, banks are great for car loans and credit cards, but you need an expert when it comes to buying your home. Skip the long lines and high costs at the bank. The home loan expert can answer all your questions, get you pre-approved the day you call in, and close on your refi or new home purchase within weeks, not months. Get yourself pre-approved today at thehomeloanexpert.com. Ryan Kelly has loans for everyone. If you qualify for the VA loan program, he's got that hero loan. That's the only way to VA. He can close your loan in as little as 14 days, no money down. You can cash out refinance up to 100% of your home's appraised value if you qualify for the VA. If you are a teacher or if you are a worker in a union, you get a $500 gift card when you close your loan, whether it's a refi or an original mortgage, with the home loan expert, Ryan Kelly, trying his best to give everyone out there the best deal possible. The website, again, is thehomeloanexpert.com. Thank you, Ryan Kelly. Thank you so much, Sir Mortgage.
There it is. Ryan Kelly, title sponsor of this show for a decade. We know that Michelob Ultra is the sponsor of the Dotem, but Family Golf and Munganast also presenting sponsor, Sneezins is Pleasins, of the Dotem. And right now, our listeners can get 50% off a swing analysis at Family Golf, and the grass tees are open. Now, Doug, here, picture this. You're out on the range on the turf, and you're compressing the ball. You're like, wow, I can really strike the ball. Well, you're hitting off faster turf, Jack. Right? Now, over to the left, the far left, if you snap hook one, you can see people hitting off the grass over there. But there are grass tees on either side of that AstroTurf that aren't far off to the left. Those are now open, and that turf is the bee's knees. I might go back to, I didn't use my new swing yesterday. I just kind of tried to get through my match yesterday.
Did you?
But working on the new swing today off that grass at Family Golf. Oh, Doug, I'm telling you, the grass at Family Golf.
How's the grass over there?
Oh.
Well, so you can really work on your game there.
Yeah. It's more of an accurate test from my standpoint. But you can get a swing analysis, 50% off a swing analysis if you let them know you're a TMA listener. Had a gentleman reach out to me, and I believe he is the gentleman who beat Danity Stack, if I'm not mistaken, about getting a swing analysis. And he called there and talked with Adam Betts, and he's getting a 50% off a swing analysis. It's Family Golf, familygolfonline.com. Family Golf and Learning Center, a premier golfing facility for all abilities and ages. All right, we got great news for you boys. This is a secret. This is a little surprise, but now I'm going to share it with you.
All right.
JJ Twigs. Ooh. Coming in 15 minutes.
Oh, what do they got with them?
Pizza. Because Friday night is pizza night is back. Friday night is pizza night is back. This week, Tuesday, today, through Saturday, JJ Twigs is going to be in, and Alex Graves is going to be in, coming up at 9 o'clock.
JJ Twigs don't play.
And this is JJ Twigs Southampton.
Do they play?
No. Southampton location only. You might go, I got one out by me. No. This is the Southampton location. And this week, order a feast, because we're not going to have enough food for you on Thursday and Friday at the Dotem with Donut Drive-In, Salt and Smoke, and then pizza. Well, guess what? JJ Twigs, 20% off your order as long as you order a pizza. So, Doug, fine. You want $200 worth of food?
Yeah.
Guess what?
20% off.
You're going to be paying $160, Jay.
Yeah. Well,
how do you do?
Nice.
And that's about a standard order for our
a $200 order for dinner?
For one.
Yeah.
If they order for the family, a little more.
20% off your whole order with the TMA special at JJ Twigs this week through Saturday. It is Friday night is pizza night, JJ Twigs Southampton. All right, this isn't any JJ Twigs. It's the Southampton location.
Which location are we talking
Southampton.
about?
By you? Your old place?
Yeah, it's my neighborhood where my parents are. Where my son plays t-ball on Friday nights. He's got Friday night t-ball, Saturday morning t-ball. A little questionable on my scheduling, to be honest with you. With the benefit of hindsight, I don't know if it's the play I would have made. And Jesse Kiowski just texted me, Doug, I feel like Walter Cronkite at this desk right now. The news that comes in.
Yeah.
Jesse Kiowski just texted me.
What'd she say?
JJ Twigs is confirmed. JJ Twigs Southampton has confirmed that they are providing pizza on Thursday after the Dotem. So you'll have Donut Drive-In at 8:30. You'll have Salt and Smoke at 11:30, and you'll have JJ Twigs at 3:30.
Right. And is there cake
Michelob Ultra.
afterwards? Can we get some pie or cake?
Yeah. There's gotta be a bakery involved for dessert.
Is Tippin still around?
I don't think so, but Schnooks will make a nice pie for us.
We're going to
Yes,
need about
nicely.
75 pies. Hot, red hot.
And then you'll be monitoring who has too much pie. Is that person having the pie play golf today?
I love a good pie. You see, you ever go to Sam's and see those pies that are the size of sewer lids? Enormous apple pies.
Mount
or
Rushmore
cherry
pie, go.
Ugh. Cherry, apple, lemon meringue.
What about pumpkin?
Fire.
What about key lime?
And pumpkin.
Fire.
And pumpkin.
Key lime pie is goated.
Did you hear that key lime pie is goated?
I don't know what the hell that means. It's the greatest of all time, key lime pie?
Yeah.
It's good, but I don't think it's better than cherry or apple or lemon meringue or pumpkin.
Can't wait for Thursday, boys. Didn't buy a foursome or ticket or anything like that, but I'm always game for a free feast. That's from Midge.
Yes. Get up, beer cats. You can drive out together.
Yeah, carpool.
I mean, do you worry that you and beer cats are just going to start scrapping right there under the pavilion?
No, I don't do what he wants. Come on out.
He's 3 times the size of you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love you, Eggs, but I'm taking
I got Alvin Mack on my side.
That's fair.
Oh.
Well, he's the bouncer of the day, so nobody's getting close to me without Alvin Mack.
You need security out there. Is that what you're telling us?
No. Seriously, come on, do what you want. If you're not playing, come on out. Just feed your face and tell everybody, hi, I'm not playing, but I'm eating. Good. Let everybody know.
Oh, there'll be people that do.
I don't care.
You know, little Tommy Tribbins is well-educated, even though he's a young man.
Yeah.
I think he goes to Rowan Woods. He said, good Lord, Tim, you're going to need an insulin sponsor at the Dotem to pump these fats once they go into cardiac shock due to all these treats. That's from the kid on the dirt bike out in the parking lot.
Oh.
What's funny is their guys are probably going to bring their families, so at one point you're going to have like 10, 15 kids running around, double fisting donuts.
Right.
Jesse Kioski just texted me again, said JJ Twigs Southampton's not just bringing pizza, we will also have toasted ravioli and meatball slider.
Oh, God.
Now we're talking.
Almighty.
It's not enough.
We actually may need paramedics.
I'm starting to wonder if this orgy's really going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah, just bring me the Southside Fried. I'm going to pick my own order.
I'm going to need a bomb pop.
Maybe we'll have an ice cream truck there later.
Yeah, now we're cooking.
Ding, 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 ding. Dessert is here.
You probably arranged that.
Big Tuft says, hey, Tim, cream is the George Washington on my Mount Rushmore. Pie Mount Rushy. Doug knows. Thanks. That's from Big Tuft. What does that mean?
I don't know what any of it meant.
Beer Cats and I will take on all comers. Bring it on, walrus people. That's from Midge.
No, we're going to fight out there, too.
We're going to be fat and fighting. The Dotem,
A lot of
presented by
scrapping.
Michelob Ultra at Normandy.
Food hangover.
Well, you ain't seen a walrus when it comes to the last bear claw.
They'd probably rather stand in
Slapping
line
it
for
around.
food than fight.
There'll probably be a lot of people sleeping. After I eat that much food, I usually start dozing. You ever fallen asleep after eating? Like in the middle of eating?
In the middle of eating? No. No, I think
I did that
it'd be
once.
a choking hazard.
No, I did that once on the table. I ate so many chicken and dumplings that I just dozed off.
Just your head just dropped right on the front?
I just fell asleep while I was eating chicken and dumplings.
Was this around the family
Yeah.
table?
I think that's called narcolepsy.
No, I ate so much and I was just kind of dozed off.
Was it the chicken or the dumplings?
Dumplings.
Now, the guy in Sopranos, Janice's boyfriend, who was always talking about Christianity, he had narcolepsy.
He had narcolepsy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he would just.
Tony found that amusing.
He did. He threw some bread at him.
Started throwing at him.
Time for sandwiches.
And started talking about under the
He had
boardwalk.
the ponytail. He was one of Janice's boyfriends, and he fell asleep at Thanksgiving dinner, and so Tony started throwing bread at him.
Oh. Was that the guy from Italy that came over? And
No, that's Furio.
Furio. He was in
You're
love
not
with.
talking
He
about
was in
him.
love with Edie Falco.
Tim, will you guys be live on YouTube Thursday and
Yeah.
Friday?
Yep. And Wednesday.
We'll be live on YouTube Wednesday night at 7 p.m.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So subscribe to youtube.com/TMASTL. Subscribe to the channel, bro. It's free.
No, you should.
We're almost up to 4,000 subscribers. I don't know, maybe we're already at 4,000.
We're really close.
3,930.
Yep.
Doug, you want to do a drive to see if we can get to 4,000 a day?
Well, I think we probably should.
I don't know. I don't know if we can do it. I honestly don't know.
We show your nips?
Well, I show my nips.
That's a 5.
If we get to 4,000?
No.
Tim will.
5.
Plausi will.
I don't care.
What did we talk about? What happened during the commercial break? Can we talk about what happened during the commercial?
I walked away, so whatever he was talking to Plausi about, I kind of.
Oh, we can talk.
I didn't know. So I left my phone in my car in my rush to get here because I was locked in on the Mickelson book, and I was during the commercial break, ran out to get it, and then I'm walking out, and a gentleman walks up to the Plowhawk, and I figured they knew each other.
Did not.
And then I figured, for whatever reason, they were interacting this morning alone.
Oh, he heard Plausi's gate.
Well, what funny was I kind of figured that's what you thought, and I was
That's
like,
exactly what I thought. And I'm like,
whoa.
I'll just walk away, whatever. I don't care. None of my business. And I got to go get my phone, and then I got to get back up to start the segment. And then Iggy's sitting there. Now Iggy's gotten comfortable, and he's sitting there, and he's shaking his head. He goes, "You can't even have a cigarette around here anymore." And then the Plowhawk, and then I hear the guy go talking about an Audi.
Yeah, he's like, first of all, he didn't make sense for like a lot of it. Right when Iggy walked out, I didn't know if he was going to finish the sentence. He eventually got to the point to where he needed to pick up his Audi. He works for the government. And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's no Audi place. It's on like the other side of Olive. And I was like, but there is like a bus stop right there. It's like literally 2 blocks. He goes, "You gonna dog me like that?" And I'm like, dude, I like have to get up to a radio show.
He wanted money?
I don't know what he didn't
I
really
was
ask for
sensing that it
anything.
might not be friendly as I walked past.
It wasn't getting.
Well, as I
that
walked
friendly.
back inside. When I was walking out, I just thought,
Why'd you dog him like that?
But I gave him a lot
that's
of information.
a bad beat. So that guy just walks up to you and you get hit.
Yeah, I'm too friendly anyways, so he like puts his hand out for a dap. I'm like, "Yo, what up, dude?" And that was my first mistake. But yeah, he was like, the Audi dealership. I need to pick up my Audi. I'm like, "Oh yeah, like that's on the other side, but there's a bus stop." He's like, looked at me, got pissed. He goes, "You gonna dog me like that?" I'm like, "Doggy." I'm like, I told you where the bus stop was. I told you it's like a few blocks. Like that's as helpful as I can be with a 3.5-minute break.
Well, he didn't ask about a bus stop, though, did he?
Well, he was looking for the Audi place, and I said, I mean, you can walk there, but there's a
or
bus
take the
stop
bus.
right there that, will take
So
you
he got
right there.
mad?
I could sense it was getting a little banty because I thought they were friends when I walked past.
No, I didn't have time. Like, these breaks were so short. I'm like, I'm not going to go on air. And my reason is so this dude can keep telling me about his fake Audi. Clearly, he doesn't have an Audi.
So did he look homeless?
No, he said he worked for the government.
He looked like he was.
He looked like he was going to work, so
Yeah.
I thought he was a new employee at like a New Balance or something. Was going to ask me like, when is it open? Like whatever. And I
So
was
what did
fine
he want,
with
this
that.
guy, this stranger?
Yeah, what did he want?
Probably wanted a ride.
Apparently, he wanted me to buy him a new Audi. I have no
That's
idea.
reasonable. That's reasonable.
So,
Well, I felt bad because then you left and I just kind of sat there. I said, "Oh, he's going to come up to me," and he didn't for a little bit.
But then he did.
Toward the end, he goes, "Got a lighter?" And I left. I said, "No, I left it inside." So you lit your cigarette inside, and they came out with a lit cigarette. I go, "Yeah, pretty much." I could have given him a lighter. I don't want to.
This guy, he really
I
gave
mean, I would have
gave
gave him a lighter. I wasn't going to give him an Audi.
He really
You
gave
got a
it to
couple
you.
lying
What
around.
for?
If I give him a lighter, then he's going to start talking to me. I just figured if I say
Tim
no,
was
walk
so
away.
like the move was what Tim did.
Well, that's kind of been the way I've operated for a few decades.
Just a swift
Because you're
walk
probably
past.
dodging something there, maybe knife wielding somebody.
So now you're afraid to go out there for the next break.
No, I'll go out
He
there.
might still be out there.
Okay. I mean, I don't have an Audi. It can't pull it out of my pocket.
If I see him out there, I'll go out the back and go the other way.
Not me. I'm gonna peacock around. Like, hey, bud, how'd that Audi sitch?
He's still out there. Guys, I will likely be there representing and reporting for the Indianapolis Star Thursday and Friday. A lot of chatter in the greater Indianapolis area about this event. Am I the one doing that talking? Yes. Am I talking to myself? ... Also, yes. That's from Indianapolis Star columnist and TMA ombudsman Brian Henson.
Okay.
So he will be there.
He's taking vacation time?
I guess he's covering an event.
No,
That'll be
it's
fun.
work.
Yeah, it's a work trip. It's a write-off.
I imagine that was tough to pitch to his sports editor there in Indianapolis.
He's not doing anything else. What, Henry wants to write something? Send him. Hasn't done anything yet.
You don't think he's written a single article in the time he's been there?
Nothing worth reading.
Oh. Okay.
All right, Doug, I told you to have a Sadie Hawkins for you.
Okay, what's the Sadie Hawkins?
Here in this Appliance Discounters 8 o'clock hour. Jackson, you had some strong links here.
Yeah, it was.
I can't wait to read
bountiful.
them. I can't wait to read them. The Atlanta Braves lose power at supposedly haunted Pfister Hotel in Milwaukee. Ooh.
Okay.
Gary McCord reveals he gambled with Phil Mickelson from the CBS Tower during a tournament.
Oh, Lord.
Marriage therapist reveals top complaint from wives about husbands. And finally, I wasn't devastated when I found out my wife was cheating with the plumber. It turned me on.
Oh, God.
It's a lot to choose from.
Well,
yeah. I mean, Jackson had a banner day. I might carry some of these over to Balloon Party.
Sometimes we talk about those last two subjects anyway, almost everyday basis. I would go for the ghost story in Milwaukee.
Yeah, all right.
I'm interested in that one, too.
Okay, here you go. You wanted it?
That's not a made-up thing either. There's a lot of players have talked about that place being haunted.
I believe that at least at one time, and it still might be going on, that there is a member of the organization who refuses to stay there. I recall the cat telling that story, but I don't think he said I don't think he told the story on the air as far as with the player's name. But yes, if I'm not mistaken, like it's a real thing. As far as the fear, I don't know what the hell's going on there. The Atlanta Braves woke up to an extended power outage at their hotel in downtown Milwaukee on Monday that also left some without running water. Some players were unable to shower at the Pfister Hotel, which is already infamous among ball players for allegedly being haunted. Bryce Harper, Michael Young, and Pablo Sandoval are among players who have claimed encounters with ghosts at the 129-year-old hotel. The Braves on Monday were more concerned with light switches than angry spirits. Quote, I went into the bathroom and turned the light on, and it didn't happen, Braves manager Brian Snitker said prior to the team's game against the Brewers on Monday night. By mid-morning, I was thinking if I don't hurry up and get in the shower, all the hot water is going to be gone. And it was. I took a cold shower, but I had water. In other parts of the place, the water went out when the power did. Snitker joked about a possible solution to the shower issue situated a few blocks away from the Pfister Hotel. Quote, there's a big lake there, he said, referring to nearby Lake Michigan. And end of story.
Think about it. Wouldn't you want to stay
I thought there was another passage. What the hell?
If there's a hotel that might be haunted, wouldn't you want to stay there and see what might
see what's
happen?
doing?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, there's no reports of people being injured or killed there because of this.
Not yet.
Oh, I would want to go and see it.
I don't believe in spirits. I don't believe in spirits, so I'd love to stay there and see what happens.
Ooh, I'm scared of ghosts.
I would think it'd be fascinating to see something like that.
I'm good.
If I ever go to Milwaukee, that's where I want to stay.
The Pfister?
It must really be nice and expensive.
Just the name.
If the teams are playing there.
You wake up with a ghost with his hand up your ass.
What would you do if, like, you did see something like that? Would your first reaction be fear or interest? Because I feel like you could say interest, but I feel like it'd be fear.
I suppose it would be the situation. If you were walking down the hallway with several other people around you, then it would probably be interest.
Right.
If you're alone in a dark room at night sleeping, then it would probably be fear.
Oof. What if you're riding a Sibian? Would you be embarrassed that the ghost saw you?
I don't travel with them.
Nah, fear boners.
Here's what Michael Young said he experienced at the Pfister. Listen, I'm not someone who spreads ghost stories, so if I'm telling you this, it happened. A couple of years ago, I was lying in bed after a night game, and I was out. My room was locked, but I heard these footsteps inside my room, stomping around. I'd heard all these stories about this hotel, so I was wide awake at that point. And then I heard it again, these footsteps on the floor, so I yelled out, hey, make yourself at home, hang out, have a seat, but do not wake me up, okay? After that, I didn't hear a thing for the rest of the night. I just let him know he was welcome, that we could be pals, that he could marinate in there for as long as he needed to, just as long as he didn't wake me up.
So a ghost sat on a Davenport? Like a spirit cook.
Did you see Bryce Harper? What Bryce Harper
Here's
said?
what Bryce Harper said. Yeah. When I woke up in the morning, I swear on everything, the clothes were on the floor and the table was on the opposite side of the room against the wall. I was so flustered, I honestly thought there might be someone in my room. I had no idea what the hell just happened. So I actually looked around, and then I checked to see if the door was still latched, and it was.
You think these guys would make this stuff up?
No, not this many people. Like
Mike Cameron.
Right.
When somebody tells me when they wake up in the middle of the night out of the blue and they feel like somebody's in the room with them and the door's wide open, that's enough to start making different plans. Carlos Gomez, who played for the Brewers, he said he heard voices while staying in the Pfister, with the worst happening when he got out of the shower one year and heard static playing on his iPod. So he grabbed the device, which then changed to another song. He raced out of the room and into the lobby before putting his pants on.
Oh.
I'm scared to go there, he said. They should change the hotel. Everybody here doesn't like the hotel. Why do they always put us in the same hotel when you can't sleep? Everything's scary, everything in the hotel. The paintings, the pictures, it's a lot of old crazy stuff. No good, man, no good.
Why would you stay there? If
Well,
all these players are complaining about it, why would you keep booking it?
It sounds like a fascinating place.
Players don't seem to like it.
Plowhawk, who's your closest friend in Major League Baseball? Maybe right now, minor league baseball.
Harrison Bader.
I think he's still with the team.
Carlos Martinez.
Oh, I love Cargo, yeah.
He said this. We are here in Milwaukee, he said in Spanish in an Instagram video, and I just saw a ghost in Ozuna's room. He saw another one. We are all here. We are in Francisco Peña's room. We are all stuck here. We are going to sleep together. If the ghost shows again, we are all going to fight together.
They had a slumber party. Carlos Martinez is completely out of baseball right now, isn't he?
He's completely out of baseball. I thought he got signed by the Red Sox. He was with the Giants, then the Red Sox, I thought.
I thought I read where he got released.
And Ozuna's playing again?
No, this was from a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
He plays for the Woo Sox.
Nice. That's powerhouse.
The Worcester Red Sox. Worcester?
Worcester.
Worcester. But it's spelled like Worcester?
Yes.
Okay.
Read that story. Balloon party.
Did Mike
I wish that
Cameron,
would have been a balloon party moment.
did Mike Cameron say he had one sleeping on him or near him?
Colby Lewis said he saw a skeletal apparition around 1:30 in the morning, and it freaked him out so much that he saw the team chaplain and missed a radio appearance the next day.
I wonder if any of them have thought to grab their phone and try to get video of this stuff.
I don't know. I just think it'd be funny to wake up and have a ghost whisper in your ear, "Hey, get off my belt."
I like to see one because I don't believe in those things, aliens and spirits. I would like to see one.
Well, it is possible that there are things out there that we don't understand. I mean, you turn the clock back a couple hundred years, there's lots of things that those people don't understand that we do now.
Right. I believe in aliens a lot more than I believe in ghosts, but I'm not ruling out either for sure.
I'd love to fly on the wall in a spaceship after a mission to Earth. Be like, man, these humans suck. Not even waste our time with these guys.
Well, I think...
What is that, because of Bailey's?
Yeah, they tried to watch a Cardinal game.
I think they probably do it like we do, which is they don't put people in their spaceships. We don't when we're sending them a long way away. We send unmanned crafts to Mars and take pictures of...
Yeah, but how are you going to probe
there's
somebody
nobody
when
in
you're not there?
Milt Thompson, remember him, Doug? He was with the Cardinals. He used to
Sure.
grab himself a lot. Not as much as Terry Pendleton, but
No, he was a good player. And very nice guy. He was a go-to interview back in the day.
And then he won a World Series or a pennant with the Phillies. Am I right on that? Is my nurse? And he was probably on the field when Joe Carter went yard in Toronto. Am I right on that?
Very well.
Well, he's in the YouTube chat right now.
Is
and
he?
he says, when your body dies, energy has to go somewhere. Not sure why some think it's so hard to believe. So Milt Thompson is watching the show, and he's...
Energy has to go somewhere.
Right.
Well, then if humans have energy, all animals must have energy.
So
right?
there are gerbils all around us right now.
I guess.
That'd be funny if your energy turned into a gerbil that went into your spouse.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Plowsy.
Oh, just for a memory's sake.
Right.
Like when you see a cardinal, you're like, oh, grandma's watching.
So like when someone
you
says...
hear like a scratching gerbil, it's like, oh, honey, thank you.
That's like, so when they say someone's always with you, they're really just a gerbil inside of you?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
You hear a lot of people...
It'd be so funny if there was a song about that. I don't even know what the chorus would be. But
It'd be a bad beat if you came back as a gerbil and you got to spend the rest of your life in somebody's ass.
Oh!
I don't know. It'd be cozy, and I think it's your
This is
loved
a very
one.
serious topic.
It's your loved one, too.
There's lots of people who have reported having a near-death experience, and they talk about being able to look down on their body and see doctors working on them. It's not just one or two people. There have been a lot of people who have had experiences like that.
Yeah, but a lot of people have also said that, when they had the near-death experience or actually died at the table, there was nothing. and they got revived, and they just said they didn't see anything.
Yeah.
So there's stories on both sides. I don't know what to believe.
it's
Aliens are
not to say
legit,
that everyone's going to have the same experience. Have any of you guys ever had a near-death experience?
I did in Bermuda.
All right. Ottawa Simmons?
No, I was snorkeling, and I got caught in like a undertow between 3 big rocks, and I couldn't get out of it.
Oh, boy.
I thought I was dead. And
How long were you under there?
I fought it for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes without air.
No, you can breathe, but it keeps bringing you back, and you're going banging against rocks like a pinball machine, and you keep trying to fight it, and you can get up and grasp for air, then you go down again. But I just remembered after, just being so exhausted, they just said, just let it go. And I did. Instead of fighting it, I let it go, and it took me to a rock, and I just grabbed onto the top of the rock and pulled myself up finally. But I thought I was dead. I didn't think I was going to get out of it.
So you would get pulled out to sea? Like that would be...
Well, I kept getting pulled against these rocks because I was like snorkeling in this like hole around these rocks. There's a reef there, and I kept snorkeling there.
So would the cause of death have been hitting the rock?
I'd have probably been drowning.
Yeah. That'd be a tough way to go. Good on drowning.
You just had one, not a drowning experience. That'd be tough. That would be tough.
Guys, one of the things that Tim didn't include in that story on Michael Young is he left the Bailey's Sports app running when he went to bed. It's from Dave in St. Peter's.
Well, I was thinking that when the guy said there was static playing on his iPod, I was wondering if he was trying to stream the game.
I am surprised if this hotel is such a problem for players, why they continue to stay there. If guys aren't getting a good rest at night, aren't sleeping, if they're worried about it, why don't you just go to a different hotel? It can't be the only nice hotel in Milwaukee.
Hashtag rates, Doug. I bet you they get a premier rate because they use them all the time.
Well, they've been using that hotel. Teams have been using that hotel forever.
I know they have, but if it's such a problem, I'm sure there's another hotel that would give a Major League Baseball team a break on the price.
It is listed as the nicest hotel in Milwaukee.
Yeah, it must be 4 or 5 star if they keep going there because that's where they stay, these guys.
I don't want to be that guy, but they fly in on a private jet. So if you have a problem, just sleep on the private jet.
They fly on... They're like, it's just them, but it's not like a...
Charters.
It's a charter.
Yeah, but it's a team plane. So it can be a private jet because it's your private
I don't think every team has a private jet.
Yeah, I don't think the team...
I think the Yankees,
I'm sure...
I think the Yankees are one of the only teams with their own dedicated plane.
Remember the old days, it was Ozark Airline. Cardinals. Official charter of the Cardinals, Ozark Airlines.
They go to the back of Lambert Airport, and there's some charter services back there, charter companies. They can park there, and they all get on the plane. They get right on it whenever they're ready to go, and they take off whenever they're ready.
Like a private jet to me.
Well, that's a charter.
It's not a dedicated
Private
plane.
would be if the DeWitts owned it.
Right.
No, I get the difference. I just think there are more teams that probably own their own plane. I think it'd be cheaper that way.
It must not be.
Not to fit a ball club.
Because then you got to have the pilots on salary and everything.
Jet fuel's expensive.
No, that'll get you. Yeah.
There's a new whiskey in town. Fistful of Bourbon's the name, and going down easy is their game. The kin behind Fistful has spent over 100 years concocting the finest blend of 5 whiskeys this side of the Smokies, making it the smoothest bourbon your mouth will ever feel. This is the kind of complexity that can only be accomplished with good old-fashioned hard work and sound alchemy. That's why Fistful of Bourbon keeps winning gold medals, blue ribbons, Oscar-doos, and whatnots at every fancy liquor competition from the Berkshires to Bakersfield. Get wise. Pick up a bottle today. Don't be a damn fool. Please enjoy Fistful responsibly. Think about that, Fistful of Bourbon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think you should enjoy it responsibly.
Nice. Okay, right. 314-881-TMA, 5-second text in Engineer Design Facilities text inbox. 636-9004-TMA is how you can call in the Steve Schmidt Kia of North County phone lines. And you can email in the morning after at InsideSTL.com for our design, air, heating, and cooling email of the day. Listen here, and I want you to listen good. If you're dealing with any issues with your air conditioning, what you do, and what you do quick, fast, in a hurry, is this. You go to designairservice.com. All right, now you're there. Now you see the Book Now tab up there?
Yeah.
Okay, click on that. and within seconds, you are going to be talking to one of their service technicians, and you are going to be working with the best in the business, and that is the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. And that's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com. And now you're working with Seth Goldcamp and his staff. It's all about quick, fast, in a hurry if your air conditioning goes out. You don't want to sit around and go, okay, you're going to get to me on Friday. That'll be great. No, it's Tuesday. You want it fixed on Tuesday. Guess what? Design Air is going to fix it on Tuesday. Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast, and the sponsor of our Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. It's 9:13 in St. Louis, which means it's time to wrap up our appliance discounter's 8 o'clock hour. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After, live from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalita's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
The Fan Page Club Championship at Gateway National Golf Course, presented by Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it, is officially underway. A bunch of guys went out in the heavy wind conditions and complained about the rules. People got eliminated. You can't even come out and see the tournament, but you can follow it on social media. Check out TMA STL on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for all the updates and videos of guys making like triple bogeys to win the hole. Pretty dumb stuff. Brought to you by The Morning After and Michelob Ultra.
Hey, it's Jackson from Mark Hanna. TMA listeners have a lot to think through financially, saving for retirement and college while also paying bills and enjoying life along the way. Whether you're like me and starting your financial planning, or if you're already retired, call Mark Hanna. Mark works with you to design a strategy to do your finances right. It's a straightforward approach that starts with a 15-minute phone call to discuss your needs. Visit evergreenstl.com or give Mark a call at 314-889-0503 today. Mark Hanna offers securities through Equitable Advisors and insurance and annuity products through Equitable Network, LLC.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMA STL mobile app. Whatever.
You can get an insurance quote anywhere. Ask yourself, what is my provider doing for me? Do I have to hit prompts? Do I have to deal with chatbots? Am I put on hold? Is it always a different person? Are they local? Are they proactive in the community? Do they represent the #1 provider of auto and home insurance in the U.S.? The James Carlton State Farm team is comprised of individuals right here in your neighborhood. We are out supporting our Blues, Cardinals, Bills, and Tigers. Do something new in 22 and kick the out-of-town companies to the curb. Give us a call or go online to carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago, and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com. If you are a commercial property manager, property owner, small business owner, or are involved in operations, listen up. Engineer Design Facilities has become the #1 commercial fire alarm service provider in the market. EDF's goal is to not increase your operating budget, but rather decrease it, and at the same time service your business's commercial fire alarm needs with the most experienced and competent technicians this region has to offer. Make sure your building is up to code. Email fire@edf-rg.com to schedule your systems evaluation today. That's fire@edf-rg.com.
You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis, featuring the Ryan Kelly Morning After, live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., followed by the best of TMA from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., and another same-day replay starting at 10 p.m. Find the full schedule at TMASTL.com. Brought to you by Ryan Kelly at thehomeloanexpert.com, the most efficient mortgage process you'll ever experience. The first TMA Live of 2022 is coming. Coming. The night before the Dotem pre-party, sponsored by Engineered Design Facilities. May 18th at Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills. Be a part of TMA Live from 7 to 10 p.m. Take part in, or watch, the Lisa Ann dating game. You cuck. Get $16 domestic bucket specials. And don't miss their house Reuben rolls. It's free to get in, so put it on your damn calendar. The night before the Dotem pre-party, May 18th at Maggie O's. Find out more at TMASTL.com. Now, back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis.
My time is now. It's the franchise boy. I'm shining now. You can't see me. My time is now. In case you forgot it fell off. I'm still hot, knock your shelf. Money stacked back. Plus, I can't turn the swell off. A franchise. Big business. I live as a sort of manic. I witness. So you hit his horns and finish.
Oh, you like this?
And I stay
I
under
can't
your
tell what he's
fight.
saying.
Plus, I'm storming on your chunks like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid. I'm harder than nails. Plus, I keep it all locked like I'm part of the jam. Slaughter and stay on the competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they go on fishing with no bait. Can't your boy hold weight? I got my soul straight. I rush your mouth.
Welcome back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After. You are listening to 105.7 HD2 FM, The Potted Plant. You're watching on YouTube. And, Doug, 253 people are watching us right now. But guess what? They're also watching Alex Graves of JJ Twigs Southampton.
Sure. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thank
The
you for
original
having me.
Friday night is pizza night. You're the
That's right.
pioneer, Alex.
That's right. Yes, that was my social media.
Friday night is pizza night, and once again, JJ Twigs Southampton is back. And Alex, you have brought treats in. Doug, you are enjoying a steak sandwich in the commercial
Too late.
break.
Already enjoyed it. It didn't last long. I took the first bite, and the other bites were gone very quickly.
One of your
Man,
most
that was
popular
good.
items.
Oh, that was
Yes,
good.
it is. It's an 8-ounce strip steak on cheese garlic bread,
Yeah.
cooked to your liking. Sam killed it this morning on the medium rare for you guys.
Boy, he did.
Thank you,
so
Sam.
everybody could try a little bit of that.
Trashed wingy.
Trashed wings.
Here's the
another,
steak sandwich. Doug had a part of it. I'm putting it up on YouTube for
Oh,
those of you
man,
who want
is
to
that
watch.
Okay, that looks amazing.
That was
Bob,
amazing.
you want to grab a?
Yeah.
Sam cut it up in fourths,
yeah,
we
so
could.
everyone could sample.
Yep, indeed. Trashed wingy. When I went and got JJ Twigs a couple weeks ago, I got the trashed wingy.
Oh, my.
Look at people gathering outside the studio to look at the food. Iggy is in. Iggy, this is Alex. I don't know if you've met before. Friday night is pizza. Oh, he goes over into the corner where we're still celebrating his 30 years in radio with the balloons. And then the South Side. Check it out. South Side Pride, right here.
It's my favorite.
Here, this boy, people are tuning in. I'm noticing. Right here.
Oh, look at that.
You can't show up without the Southside Pride. Sausage, pepperoni, onion, banana pepper, and bacon.
No.
That's on our double-decker crust. I know Iggy enjoyed that last time I watched, so.
Tough for me to not do this. But there it is. So what is our deal this week for TMA listeners? Tonight through Saturday, Alex has a special at JJ Twigs Southampton. Doug, it's not every JJ Twigs. It's Southampton.
Okay.
Alex, tell the listeners what you're doing for them this week.
The TMA special this week, as Tim said, available Tuesday through Saturday for dine-in and carry-out, is going to be 20% off your entire order.
Wow,
with any pizza purchase. So all you
Gotta
have to do is
purchase a
buy
pizza.
Wow.
Yes, as
And
long
then
as
at
you
that
buy
point,
pizza.
it's 20% off it.
That's right. Just ask for the TMA special on the phone or with your server or bartender.
Well, what a treat. What a fabulous deal that is.
Now, when I ordered, we had one come in, and I ordered it the same night as well because it was good. The salami one with the pepperoni, the thinner crust,
Joya.
that one is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Is that right,
very
Paul?
good.
Oh, it's
I had to bring a variety today, so the other ones are
Yeah, have at it, baby.
buffalo
Looks like Iggy's
chicken
gonna-
with some
He's gonna have a little
jalapenos
taste
and
of this.
bacon.
He's gonna have a little
And then
taste.
we
of-
also did
What's
the-
going on? He's jiggling this like it's the KC studio
Do you
door.
need some help?
Alex is gonna come over and help you get a piece of pizza.
leave it to Iggy to struggle through a pizza.
Oh, that's a big
Alex
pizza.
is obviously a pro.
Oh, you know.
This is a clown
All
show
part
in here. That's what this is. This is an absolute
All
clown
part of the
show.
job.
Thank you, Alex,
the other
for
pizza
helping
in the
Iggy
break
get a
room
piece
is-
of pizza.
It's called the Super Mario.
What is on the Super Mario?
Super Mario has our homemade meatballs with fresh basil. And we do our meatballs with Italian sausage and ground beef from LeGrand's Market.
Oh,
on down in South City.
sure.
We did bring that one, though, because Thursday we're going to bring some treats for your golf tournament.
That is correct. Following the Dotem at 3:30, I hear tell JJ Twigs Southampton is providing the feast.
We are. So we're going to have some mini meatball subs that have those same meatballs and some pizza and toasted ravioli and other stuff to fill you guys up.
Mighty.
Have you guys always used local ingredients? I know you guys.
We
have
try.
talked about- Okay.
Yeah, we definitely try as much as we can. So I've had a relationship with the Legrands from the market since I was a kid, so that was something I definitely wanted to do when I opened this location. And then we just try to find ways to work it in when we can. We use Pappy's barbecue sauce. We use salami from Joya's. I know Alex from high school. We use our desserts come from Hank's and Clayton.
Oh.
So yeah, anything we can do local, we
How about
certainly
that?
try
Good
to.
for you.
Yeah.
This is JJ Twigs, Southampton. That's the only place you're going to get the TMA special. Doug, how many times can I say it?
It sounds like it's available everywhere.
No!
No. It's one or the other. It's not everywhere. It's Southampton.
It's JJ Twigs, Southampton. Alex, how
Okay.
can our listeners find you online, phone, social media, all of these things? We want to
All
make
these
sure
things,
they
yes, we're on,
Tuesday through Saturday, 20% off as long as you're buying a pizza. It's the TMA special.
That's right. Ask for the TMA special. On Facebook and Instagram, JJ Twigs Southampton, jjtwigssouthampton.com. Best way for carryout is call in 314-833-6700.
There you go.
Did you sell a lot of pizza the last time you did this?
We did.
Did you?
We did sell quite a few pizzas,
Oh.
and everybody got their free raviolis.
Oh, man, that is nice.
Yeah, it worked out good.
Look at this.
Well,
What a
glad it's
feast. I am telling you. If you haven't had it, I got it a couple weeks ago. Saw Alex there at the location on the south side. It is so good. It is so good. It's now in my Friday night is pizza night rotation. In addition to being our TMA rotation here, I'm going to have to. Iggy, what do you're almost finished with that.
Let me tell you something. Banana peppers are so underrated.
Yeah.
That's the key ingredient on the south side front.
And Iggy, you do have a piece of steak sandwich on garlic bread. It is tremendous. I already finished mine, and Doug, that's a treat.
Yeah, mine didn't last through the commercial break.
Getting fatter.
JJ Twigs, Southampton. It is 20% off this week. Tonight through Saturday night, the TMA special. Make sure you are going to JJ Twigs, Southampton. Friday night is pizza night here on TMA, and this week it's Tuesday through Saturday night at JJ Twigs, Southampton. Alex, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for bringing the treats. And we look forward to great to see you, and we look forward to seeing JJ Twigs at the Dotem, presented by Michelob Ultra on Thursday. Thank you so much for coming in. There it is. Alex Graves
Thanks,
of
Alex.
JJ Twigs,
Thank you
Southampton,
very much.
bringing in a feast for us.
And it's in my neighborhood, too. Love the Southampton neighborhood. Love that
It's the
area.
best.
It's the best.
That's my turf dirt. Yeah. That's my turf dirt. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks
There
again.
it is. Iggy's got a
God, it's
treat.
so good, man.
Iggy had trouble getting the pizza.
Iggy, the steak sandwich you've got to like.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Boy, we got what we want.
Boy, I'm telling you, I talked about it in the Appliance Discounters 8 o'clock hour, and then I went in there, my traditional 9 o'clock stop into the break room, and then Alex was sitting there with Billy Bixon, and I saw the pizzas and the wingy stacked up, and I thought, oh my goodness, about to have a feast.
Yeah. Oh, Iggy's still eating.
Oh,
look,
right into that mic. You can hear it's like ASMR.
look at him.
Oh.
Just look at him.
ASMR.
Oh, I heard it there.
Tim, you
I
wanna
hear
pass
it
that
and see it.
Yeah, here you go. Oh, Southside Pride coming your way, Dirt.
That's the bacon.
Is that what it is?
Oh, feel the girth on that.
Is there some girth
Clip
there?
that off. Crunchins is munchins.
Oh, so good.
The rough thing is when they bring this food and then you have to do a radio show.
Well, we don't really have
We just
to.
like to stop and let's eat.
I am.
Yeah, I didn't think it would
Listeners are
stop
happy.
you.
Listeners, just keep feeding yourself and stay away from the mic.
The first thing I thought of was like, this is why you get into radio.
It is.
You just see
An
the
occasional
feasts
pie,
that happen all the time.
Initially, it's the women.
Right.
Let's be honest.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, then you figure out that isn't the case, and then you try to steer it to something else.
That's the free stuff.
Then it becomes the treats. And my goodness, JJ Twigs, Southampton. So yeah, 20% off. 20% off TMA special this week.
So full price all the way.
No!
20% off.
As long as you get a pizza.
And at every location.
No!
Not at every
Southampton location only. Alex Graves.
How far down on Southampton? Like I know that Southampton and Chippewa area.
So
Super Target right there, right?
If you can picture Hampton and Eichelberger, I
Okay.
would say maybe the midpoint approximately. No, it's probably closer to Eichelberger than it's much closer to Eichelberger than it is Gravois.
Love
So-
that location, too. Super good.
So, Doug, I would say maybe 3/4 of a mile down from Hampton and Eichelberger if you're heading
Okay.
southbound on Hampton.
So not too far.
No.
All right.
You can stop by Francis Park, see where I grew up. There's a museum now.
Are the plaques in place?
Yeah, there's a life-size statue
That's
so you
the
can stand
statue.
next to. And
Yeah, and they say,
Well, you
who's,
actually have to kneel.
who's the
Actually have to
jockey?
Take a picture.
Wow, Plowhawk beat you to the height joke.
That's what you do.
What's going on?
Take
Alex?
the family.
That's what
Yeah.
you do.
Take the family.
Swallow, if you would.
Or,
Clip that off.
right.
Oh
Sorry.
my God.
Maybe wait till you're done chewing before you start to talk.
Order, a couple $100 worth of food for the family, 20% off. Take it to Francis Park. Make a picnic out of it.
Yep, that's the move.
Sit there by
Tim's boyhood
sit there by
home.
Tim's statue.
Yep.
Look across the street. God, Tim used to live there, and enjoy.
Yep. Parents still there, Doug.
So you think people will just stand outside his house and stare at it?
While
Well,
they're eating, yeah.
In Webster Grove, oh, Diggy. So Madison's dad used to live in Webster, lives in Warson Woods now, but his house was a historic home, and you could
Really?
actually see.
Is it haunted?
It isn't haunted. It was gorgeous. But yeah, it has a plaque, historic home, and when you go online to look at that, you can do a tour of the historic homes in the area. I think the plaque over Tim's, neighborhood home
Right.
is something that probably could.
Without question, right in the front yard.
Yep, that's exactly
I think there
right.
is a plaque there on, what is Elizabeth, in the hill? Where
Garagiola and Yogi Berra?
Yeah,
Right by me.
Jack Buck also lived there.
I
A
think
lot of those homes in Webster Groves, like during the Civil War era.
Yeah, it's the four corner homes to where it's not an open, the kitchen, you got the dining, living, super sweet. But yeah, I think that would be cool, and I think it'd be fun to, be a tourist in St. Louis, Google, fun tourist attractions and see Tam Avenue.
Yep, Tam Avenue. Where the Capital Partners were born.
I just want to go
It's
see
like the
some of
Arch
those.
City Museum and then Tim's house.
I want to go see some of those homes in Ladue and Huntley and
Or
look
come
around
on,
there.
They
you know.
are a treat.
You're not allowed.
Go ahead, maybe.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
let you.
gonna say.
No, you're not allowed just to walk in and, hey, I'm just taking a tour, but we're all in bed. I don't care.
I tried to in my old house in Brentwood. They wouldn't let me in.
Stands to reason.
Don't know why, but
My sister did that to our old house on Sappington, and they did let her in a few years ago.
I wish they would.
Is there anyone's boyhood home that you actually would stand out there and stare at?
Good question.
Like the Ulysses Grant house, that wasn't his boyhood home, right? And it wasn't really positioned there. They moved it there.
They moved it there. I was just at Grant Farm.
And the Eugene Field house downtown, that's still kind of a thing. But I don't think he's not big enough that you just sit
So
there
you're
and
just like,
stare at it.
like looking at a home.
Yeah, like Mount Vernon, where George Washington lived.
Yeah,
That's
Monticello.
fun. Yeah, I'd like to see Monticello.
I've been there. It's pretty cool.
This is horribly morbid, but it's an honest answer. And Frank's home. That would be one.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Where she hid?
Yeah.
The annex.
I've been to grave sites. Babe Ruth's grave site.
What, hitting a ball when
upstate
you went
New
long
York.
at Normandy?
Pardon me?
Heard about it.
Yeah, you can't chip out of that.
Is that white steak or red steak?
Yeah, it's a red steak.
Yeah, I think
You're
it's
dodging
automatic
golf
red
balls while
steak.
you're trying to pay tribute to the babe. Right off of Bethpage Black.
Oh, is that right?
No, it's nowhere near there.
Is he in Baltimore or New York? I thought he was in Baltimore.
Babe Ruth is a Baltimore guy.
Is he buried in Baltimore?
Let's find out.
I think so.
I thought it was upstate New York. I went to his gravesite.
Maybe he got bait and Swede.
I was there. I thought it was in upstate New York.
Gate of Heaven, New York.
45 minutes.
There it is.
Gate of Heaven, New York.
Doug, I'm on theathletic.com. Wanting to see what the predictions are for the Blues and Avalanche. I don't know. I'm not going to put you guys on the spot. I don't understand what they did here with these predictions. The Athletics surveyed its NHL staff to get their predictions. We asked who will win each second-round series, plus got updated favorites to win the Eastern and Western Conferences, the Stanley Cup, and the Conn Smythe. Some of the results were expected. The Avalanche have only picked up steam as a favorite to win it all after the first-round sweep of Nashville. And Makar has become an even heavier favorite to win the Conn Smythe. Other results were a bit more surprising, from a new top pick to win the Eastern Conference to a huge name missing the Conn Smythe voting. Here are the full results of our survey. And then I just don't understand how they break this down. Percent of vote. Okay, now I understand. 88.6% say the Hurricanes over the Rangers. I got to tell you, I kind of like the Broadway Blue shirts.
Do you?
I really do. I don't know. That's a damn good team, kind of on a heater. I don't know.
He came back from a 3-1 series deficit? I don't know.
Goalie play is tough for them. They have a great rookie, but I think he allowed 3+ goals in 6 of the games, 5 of the games.
Yeah, no, you're right, Doug. That's
It'd be a tough
Igor
one.
Shesterkin.
Thank you. Yeah, good player.
Well, you get some money back. Is it worth it? I mean, I don't think Carolina's a huge favorite.
They're minus 190, which is a pretty substantial
Yeah,
favorite
it
by
is.
comparison to Avalanche now at minus 400. It's nothing. Ning and Panthers. This, I would imagine, is the tightest, if I had to guess. I haven't scrolled down to see. Panthers are 59.1% of their riders, 40.9% on the Ning. I'd take the Ning there, too. I'm going doggy-doggy. Doggy-doggy.
With a coin flip, you go with experience, right? Like, most of the time?
Should be a Jim Dandy.
Yeah.
And when they played last year, they went after each other in the first round. Blues and Avalanche, 97.7% picking the Avalanche. 0% for both on a sweep. Neither the Blues or the Avalanche on a sweep. They've got the Avalanche winning in 5, 36.4%, and the Avalanche winning in 6, 52.3%. The Avalanche winning in 7, 9.1%. The Blues winning in 6 is the only 2.3% that the Riders had. Blues winning in 7-0, going to Denver and beating the Avalanche in Game 7. Holy moly, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not, Doug?
Yeah, sure.
They went to Boston and hoisted a chalice.
That's exactly what they did.
Jeremy Rutherford writes, the Avs are the overwhelming favorite here. How can the Blues slow them down? Honestly, it's going to be tough. There's a reason the Avs are the prohibitive favorites, and it's more than their star power, speed, and skill. Much like the Blues before they won the Stanley Cup in 2019, the Avs have been knocking on the door for a few years. They've dealt with heartache, and that, above anything else, is going to drive them this postseason. In order to combat that, the Blues have to use their Cup experience to their advantage, and quite frankly, they'll have to use their underdog status as a motivation, too. The Blues have the ability to beat the Avs, but if the Avs play like a team that's learned a few lessons along the way, this will be the challenge many expect for Craig Berube's club. Jeremy Rutherford.
Yeah. A lot of it could get down to special teams.
Whoa.
Don't forget about the special teams.
I agree with Doug,
you
actually.
can't take a bunch of penalties and let
against this operation,
and let these
especially.
guys have the man advantage. You can't do it.
I mean, if you've ever seen Makar run the power play, it's phenomenal. They have goal scorers everywhere. So I think I agree with the special teams. I laugh about it a lot, but this is a team where you don't want to take a lot of stupid penalties.
No.
You were able to get away with that Minnesota because when they got Krill, but other than that, they didn't have a lot of depth in terms of high-powered scoring. I mean, Colorado's just sick.
Yeah. Playing 5-on-5. Yeah. Don't get beat in the box.
What do you think is a better chance? Now you guys follow hockey more than I do. If they can score, they've obviously got firepower. Do you just change it up and you try to play a defensive game and say, we're going to go back and crowd the net and do this, or you just say, let's just open it up. Maybe we lose, maybe we win 8-6. Let's make it a high-scoring series and just see what we can do.
No, you play your game. You do what you do. That's what Mike March used to always say. We worry about ourselves. We play our game and take our shot with that.
So you don't change anything against this team.
No, if you play defensive,
I don't think you could.
You'll get rolled. I think you want to try to find odd man breaks. I mean, certainly you're going to put yourself in tough spots in the corners, but
they're going to score some, so you have to score too.
And then the Battle of Alberta. And Doug, I know you drive back and forth between Calgary and Edmonton.
I never have.
The Battle of Alberta, 72.7% on Laissez Flame. 72.7% on Laissez Flame.
All right.
As far as beyond the second round, Western Conference champion, Avalanche, 77.3% of the riders. What am I missing something here?
I don't know what you're missing.
Well, I'm reading the article. Jackson, you probably don't even have this up at the same time as... So they have the Western Conference champion. They list the Avalanche, 77.3% to win. The Flames, 18.2% to win. The Oilers, 2.3% to win. And then the Minnesota Wild.
Where are we?
They're listed as 0.0%.
We went the Wild. Knocked them out.
I'm calling Berube right now and sending him a screenshot.
Yeah, I would. There's bulletin board material.
They listed the Wild.
My goodness.
Doug, the Blues are playing tonight. I checked it.
I'm sure they are. With a good chance to win.
You sure? Maybe they just said we can't beat them. We're going to forfeit, and then they put the Wild back in?
I doubt they would have done that.
They want me to do that in the golf tournament. The guy forfeited. I should have played for him. Maybe the Blues said we can't beat these teams.
Well, this is a Shishawali golf
Wild,
event.
go ahead and get in there. Just take our place.
Yeah,
It's a Shishawali.
I think there'll be one sweep and one Game 7 in these series.
No, what do you got? Make a prediction. Why
I
not?
think Blues go to 6. I do
They
think...
ship it in 6?
Yeah.
The Blues ship in 6?
No. Colorado ships in 6. But I think that means that the Blues will ship since I said it, so that's why I'm saying it.
Oh, meta.
I think the Flames-Oilers go 7. I think that's going to be an exciting series.
The Battle of Alberta?
Yeah. I don't know what times those are dropping the puck, so I don't know how many games of that I'll watch. But I think
I think everything is pretty consistent now the rest of the way. If you're in the Western Conference, you got that crap.
Yeah. And I know you like I just think Carolina is going to sweep.
Wow. All right, there it is.
I made the bold prediction yesterday. I'm going to stand with it. I will never one time in my life drive between Calgary and Edmonton. I'm not going to do it, ever.
You shouldn't.
It's pretty this time of year. If the Blues,
I'm not doing it.
if there were the opposite, and say they didn't have to play the Avalanche, and say they had to play Edmonton or Calgary in the second round, what do you think the odds would be against those two?
I think 60,
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
If they didn't have to play the Avalanche in the first round, in the second round, say they had a better record, whatever, and they had to play either Calgary or Edmonton in that second round, who do you think what the odds would be?
I think they'd be favored against Edmonton, and
coin flip against the Flames.
I was about to say a coin flip against the Flames. Exactly what I was about to say. Yeah.
They're pretty even.
Blues are plus, I think, 1,800 to plus 1,500 to win the Cup. I mean, that's still pretty good considering they're one of 8 teams left.
I think it's plus 1,500.
I mean, I would enjoy shipping.
Especially with their experience. Like, I mean, it's not going to be a surprise or a shock if they move past Colorado.
I think for a lot of people around North America, it would be.
Yeah.
I think locally, I also don't think that's necessarily rooted in, emotion as much as it would in a normal set of circumstances. I'm trying to think of examples. What they did against Minnesota, and I don't know if that's appreciated. We have how do I pronounce his name again, Jackson?
Wyshynski.
Because I've heard 2 different pronunciations. I'm gonna have to talk.
Ruby?
No. He's not going to be with us. He's on the fast lane.
Greg Wyshynski.
Yeah,
That's correct. He's going to be on with us at 10:15 on 101 ESPN. I just thought that was absolutely amazing. But I don't think the Blues and Wild was really a series that got a lot of attention relative to some of the other series. And so I think it flew under the radar. And I also don't know how many people were really aware of how decimated the Blues were. But what Craig Berube did, saw some tweet, I don't know who it was a hockey writer, going, at what point is Craig Berube going to be recognized as a great coach? And then somebody wrote back, 3 years ago, he won the Cup. So, But what he did strategically and the way the team executed that, and then how they performed, I also think it shows the importance of experience. Colorado has been expected to do this for a couple of years, and they haven't been able to pull it off. Now, as we've seen, for whatever reason, I don't know why this is, I'd be curious what former players have to say. Oftentimes, it seems like a group of players, a core on an NHL team, has to kind of experience losing in the Stanley Cup playoffs before they have their breakthrough. And that was what I think was in reference to that Blues and Avalanche series. So the Avalanche have now paid the price, and are they ready? But they got a lot of pressure on them. I feel like the Blues are kind of free-rolling. I don't think, for the most part, fans in the St. Louis area will be pissed off if the Blues lose this thing to the Avalanche. I suppose if they get worked over like they did last year in the first round against them, maybe that changes things. But I think people recognize that they're up against a hell of a hockey team. I just think that around the country, I don't think people necessarily appreciate how good the Blues are. I have a greater appreciation for the Blues' ability after what they did, rattling off 3 straight against Minnesota. I did not see that coming. And considering that they did it as shorthanded as they did initially, that was something else.
Would you agree if you're going to, let's just say somebody put, Blues are getting 300-something back for this series, so I'm going to put 100 on the Blues. You're better off just, if you think they can win the series and you want to put $100 on them, put $100 on them to win the Cup. Because I think if they win this series, I think they got to...
That's what Joey Vitale said yesterday on Balloon Party. He said if they win this is the toughest matchup it can be. It doesn't matter who it is. Now, that's saying something considering, I think most people would say Florida, Carolina, and Tampa are outstanding teams. I don't know if people put the Rangers in that category in the East, but people would certainly put Colorado ahead of Calgary and Edmonton. So, yeah, I kind of got an uneasy feeling when he said that. It's like, oh, crap, they're going to beat Colorado, and then they're going to lose to Edmonton or Calgary.
Yeah, but if I was going to take a chance on 100 to beat the Avs, I'd just put 100 to win the Cup for 1,800.
All right, do it.
You going to go to the Stanley Cup parade downtown again?
I'll probably miss it again.
What do you got going on?
I don't know.
Anything.
You didn't go to the first one?
No, I did.
Why?
Why?
Because it was a fabulous time in our town's
It was.
history.
I was happy for him, but I didn't need to go clap and have Bennington come over on a scooter and run at me.
Take a run at you?
Benner was going to take a run at you?
He was running after everybody. That's what I did love about it, that the players loved it. They were getting off the cars, and Bennington got on a bike or a motor scooter, and they were saying hi to the fans and shaking hands.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
It's fun, great, fun time.
But I didn't
Great
need to
moment.
be 25 deep. Just like if I want to watch a good golf tournament, I'm not going to watch it at a golf course. I'm going to watch it on TV.
You didn't go to Belle Reve when the PGA was here.
I did the first 2 days, and I watched the weekend at home.
Okay.
I wanted to watch the golf tournament.
Nothing like being there in person.
It was, and it'd have been cool to be there to hear the cheers for Tiger, but I heard him at home, and I could actually watch the golf and see it. I watched every one of Tiger's shots. Out there, I wouldn't have seen any.
No.
So there you go.
Boy, that parade was something, and I'm sure Benner would have taken a run at you. Maybe it's best that you didn't go. Could have been hit by that
Yeah, I didn't want
motorcycle.
to take anything away from the Blues players. Hey, there's Iggy. Let's get autographs. And then Benner.
Yeah.
Hey, who's this guy?
He's right. He's right, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
It's a selfless gesture. Hey, mentality, lowtusa.com. If you are experiencing weight gain, or if you just don't feel necessarily how you felt 5-10 years ago, might be because of low testosterone. Symptoms are low energy, motivation, weight gain, muscle loss, fatigue. If you're tired all the time, feeling anxious, moody, irritable, impatient, dealing with anxiety or depression, check out Mentality today at lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com. I went out there and got tested. Very easy process. It is, I got a couple locations in the St. Louis area. Be the best for your family and yourself by having more energy and a better attitude. Be the very best for your wife and for your kids. There is no better, safe, and insured medical solution available regardless of medical conditions. Fatigue and a lack of energy is definitely a sign of low testosterone, but you should just get checked. It's fast, it's easy, and maybe even find something else going on. Mentality physicians have actually saved guys' lives who are not aware of another potentially dangerous condition. Go to lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com. Mentality, a wonderful sponsor here of the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2FM, TMASTL.com, and YouTube.com/TMASTL. And
think about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
I had lost my place, and you're right. It is think about it. I want to go to another one of Jackson's links because I felt like they were good. Doug, what would you like on the Sadie Hawkins? We already did the Bruce Braves losing power.
Yeah, we did the
Fister.
Ghost.
Gary McCord reveals he gambled with Phil Mickelson from the CBS Tower during play. Marriage therapist reveals top complaint from wives about husbands, and I wasn't devastated when I found out my wife was cheating with the plumber. It turned me on.
Oh, that one has too much meat on the bone, I think.
Yeah. How about complaints that wives have about their
Okay,
husband?
here we go. This is from the New York Post.
Okay.
And in Van 2. A marriage therapist revealed the top complaints she hears about men from their wives. Corinne Voller is a marriage therapist, speaker, and online educator from Minnesota. In her practice, she focuses on couples considering divorce. Quote, "This is one of the top things I hear from women as a complaint, saying that their husbands are waiting for them to tell them what needs to be done. Let's talk about the difference between active responsibility and passive responsibility," she began in a post published in 2021, which resurfaced on TikTok this week.
Oh, God. Perfect. Somebody saw something on TikTok and sent it to a website with a bunch of interesting topics, and now we're discussing it here.
That's right.
I think I saw that. I think I saw that lady talking about that.
Okay.
Active responsibility would be you looking around the house for things you could do and taking responsibility for the things that need to happen within the house, she explained. Alternatively, passive responsibility would be being available to help but waiting for somebody to tell you what needs to be done. She continued. Voller challenges her viewers to question which term would best describe their own behavior. What women really want is someone who is actively responsible for the house and for the children and not waiting for their wife to tell them what to do. The video, titled Division of Household Duties, has been watched more than 1.5 million times on TikTok and prompted thousands of comments from viewers there to air their frustrations, proving that passive responsibility seems to be a major cause of irritation in relationships. Are men all the same? My husband just says, just ask, I'll do anything. I don't want to have to ask. We're supposed to be partners, one frustrated spouse replied. Wasn't this passive that you went on a TikTok comment to complain about?
Yeah, that's BS.
Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, marriage expert Ken Strode.
Why is it a big deal if that's the biggest thing in your marriage that upsets you? Honey, you want to do the garage today? Sure. Is that big of a deal? You could have just done it without me having to tell you to do it. Honey, the garage you want to get to today? Sure, baby, I'll get to it. There you go.
Boom.
Why is that a big deal? Honey, the light bulb needs changing in the bathroom. Okay.
She had to tell him.
A lot of work there in those 5 words. Yeah. Change the light bulb, honey. Might be 5 or 6 words, I don't know. That can't be that big of a deal.
I wouldn't think so either.
That you're on there yelling in a comment? I should have to tell you to do that. Honey, here, take the baby. It needs changing. He should have known that the baby needed changing. You're the one holding it. How would he have known that?
But what's her reaction? I'll walk in from work and go, hey, honey, where's dinner? Like that one, Ellen?
You should have known to cook.
Like that one, Ellen. You were like getting a shout-out right there.
Yeah, I would think there's a lot more in a marriage that upsets you more than that.
What would you suppose upsets people in marriages?
Cocking.
I think it's money more than anything else, probably number one.
Money.
Financial issues.
Infidelity. And the husband just letting himself go and doesn't care about himself.
Potbelly.
Impotence.
Yes.
You think impotence is a problem?
Fat, no shower, doesn't care. Other than, honey, you want to do the lawn today? I was going to do it anyway, honey, but thanks for reminding me. I didn't remind you. I had to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it.
Yeah, no.
Sounds like he's not laying good pipe either, because usually women.
Think that's the problem? You think that's the core issue?
Yeah. If they have,
So you really focus this more on impotence and bad pipe laying?
well, she's clearly frustrated in it beyond the chores. You can get. You're old enough, Doug. You know when a fight isn't necessarily about that particular topic.
Yeah.
It's just what that topic is.
Well, sure.
And I think that the sex is 2 minutes once a month, and if you're not laying pipe, you best be doing the housework.
And 1.5 million people watch this thing.
I would have to see about that.
I think that was in the article Tim said over.
It was in the article, I think.
Well, it is
not really active on TikTok. Although I have an account now. Doug, you have a TikTok account? I've never done anything with it.
I do.
And I don't know if I know I have no desire to.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I know it's a thing. I tip my cap.
Oh, it's the biggest thing going right now, I think, on social
I don't know how to
media.
do it.
I've got the app. I've never posted
D'Angelo Hopkins is great at it.
D'Angelo Hopkins kills it.
Yeah.
Put one up yesterday about Plausi talking about... What were you talking about?
I think gay porn.
No.
Oh, was
Not
it?
you getting drinks at Bastille.
Oh, yeah, so.
And getting picked up, and you were proud of that. And he's got me walking out, so I responded, yep, not about me, I'm leaving. He is the best.
You didn't get picked up at Bastille, did you?
Oh, I have a couple of times.
You have?
You still haven't had treat?
Just nonchalantly.
Oh, yeah, just having a little piece of bacon on top of the.
Ooh,
So you went in
Southside
there
Pride.
with a girl, though, you said.
Yeah. I didn't go in with a girl.
You went in alone, single.
Yeah, my buddy.
With a friend.
Yeah, he's gay.
You left with a
What's
guy
his name?
named Jose
My boy's name's Logan.
Logan, Doug.
Good dude, lives in Tampa now.
at the Buggy Whip.
But now we went there, and he was dancing on the bar, and I was just kind of meeting and greeting.
And someone picked you up.
I got free drinks, and I played along.
But like women go there too, right? There's like ladies there, right?
Well, excuse me, yeah, but.
Well, why would you say yeah?
Sorry.
If it's a gay bar, you think it's all men.
I wasn't really talking to them. I had no interest.
Yeah, no, I got you. But they're like, it's not all dudes there, right?
Well.
You went to a gay bar and had no interest in talking to women?
None. I mean, I do that all. I mean, if you go to a bar, you've done that. This is kind of a new spice of life, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't being rude. It's not you know.
When you go to Hawaii, you go to the beach.
And did any of these
And
big
when you go to
bears-
Italy, you don't go to McDonald's.
Right.
You know, you try the local cuisine, you know. So,
The local fare.
if I'm there, when in Rome.
And any of these bears want you to leave the place with them?
Not a lot of bears. Honestly, I don't think St. Louis has a lot of bear
No,
population.
is that right? Really?
No.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
I think wolves are really the most common in St. Louis.
Look, have you discovered that wolves are
No.
most common?
Do you have a wolf nipping at your heels?
Yeah, so, I mean, wolves are a little bit more older, so they have a little bit more confidence.
St. Louis Wolves. Wasn't that Abbott and Costello team, the St. Louis Wolves?
I think so. That was their team.
baseball
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Hey, Stratum Structural Systems is online at stratumrepair.com, and if you are dealing with waterproofing or foundation repair issues, make sure you're working with the great Matt Ford and the great Brett Groman at Stratum Structural Systems. Let them know you are a TMA listener and you get $100 off your repair project. 314-620-8153. That's 314-620-8153. If you're dealing with any foundation repair needs or waterproofing needs, make sure you're working with a local company that's Stratum Structural Systems. Chesterfield, Missouri, Columbia, Illinois. That's where they are located. 314-620-8153. Go online at stratumrepair.com. Let them know you're a TMA listener. You get $100 off your repair project. Think local, think Stratum, and then think about it. TMASTLshop.com. You're going to start seeing those Stan Kroenke clown nose shirts all over the place. You're going to go, where'd they get them? TMASTLshop.com. What about kids vacuuming in S? Where'd they get them? TMASTLshop.com. When you're playing at Old Warsaw, when you're playing at Belle Reve, when you're playing at St. Louis, you're going to see those TMASTL head covers. Where'd they get them? TMASTLshop.com. What about Puck Kroenke? TMASTLshop.com. What else, Doug?
If we can just get hot, we can win this baby.
That's at TMASTLshop.com. Get your Blues playoff gear at TMASTLshop.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Design Air Heating and Cooling Email of the Day. Nobody breaks down locations like Tim does. Absolutely nobody. I could actually visualize Hampton and Eichelberger. Brought me back to the first time I saw a guy on top of a guy hooking up.
Oh.
Looking back, it's funny how I never noticed my Uncle Ralph was a little tight. So we are walking to his apartment on Sunshine Avenue when up pulls my buddy Jimmy's dad shirtless. He was like, "Hey, Ralphie boy, you ready to go swimming?" Later, me and Jimmy got worried when they were gone so long. Well, just imagine our surprise when we found them both naked in the lake doing unspeakable things to those carps' mouths at Wilmore Park.
Okay.
First name is Anita, so this is from a lady?
That's from Miller.
Anita?
And then B. And then J now?
Huh. Anita Vagino? She's new.
Yeah, it's Kevin Miller.
At 9:55.
Good morning, radio guys. I woke up this morning feeling especially horny. Couldn't figure out why. I assume it's because I won the lottery and get to play golf near Tim on Friday. In celebration of that, I thought I'd share a short erotic story. When I was a young lad of 19, I was shopping for new JNs.
Janko.
Thank you. Jeans at the Shifties in the Crestwood Mall when I saw the most beautiful skater girl in the store. The attraction was animalistic on both our parts. It took 3 minutes before we were engaging in some heavy petting near the food court. She drugged me into the family bathroom by my chain wallet. It was only when I entered her that I realized I wasn't actually a 20-year-old skater girl, but a 64-year-old custodian named Leroy.
Oh.
And that, boys, is how I learned I was attracted to men 3 times my age.
Oh.
Can't wait to see you all Friday. That's from the Murphy Mud Monster, who for some reason has stinky fingers.
Oh, Murphy Mud Monster. With a bad email.
And finally,
There has to be a winner, right?
Sadly, yeah.
Cards, Mets, I'm pumped. Bench clearing last series. Could be some fireworks. Wait, what? It's supposed to rain so they can't play? Are you kidding me? These are grown-ass men. They won't melt. Get your ass out there and play. Sorry, Gene Kelly, you can't go out and sing. It's supposed to rain. Sorry, outsiders, the greasers can't rumble with the... Doug, did you say Sochas?
Yeah.
It's supposed to rain. Sorry, Alvin Mack, you can't deliver the mail. It's supposed to rain. Sorry, Woodstock, we can't have a concert. It's supposed to rain. Put on your big boy pants and get out there and play. I'm tired of it.
Steve,
1 Cardinal Way.
Steve, 1 Cardinal Way.
And that's what we have for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Yeah.
Well, the first 2 were really hideous. So I'm going to go with Steve in 1 Cardinal
They
Way.
were all equally terrible. I think.
No, I wouldn't vote for any. But I mean, I guess we have to. So process of elimination, and you shouldn't win. Steve in Ballpark Village.
There it is. Steve has got a win. Is he leading now, Jackson?
Yeah, it's 3 wins for old
Steve is making a run here in the month of May for the Design Air Heating and Cooling Email of the Month, which gets you 4 tickets to the Cardinals and Pirates on June 14th. Congratulations to Steve. Pepper and Genie will be recorded in these very Michelob Ultra studios in a matter of moments. What's the topic today? Anything in front of mind?
Well, I wanted to talk about places we've had sex other than in bed. Is that okay with Plowsy?
I'm sure I can regurgitate some stories.
Don't say regurgitate.
Yeah. There's got to be more than just the barn on fire.
Oh, there's plenty of them. Yeah, there's a cabin and.
Nice. I want to tell this ocean story, but I got to get advice from Tim what I can say.
I'll send you the clip.
It's
Tim,
going to be
so
on a
you can-
podcast.
Yeah, but I don't want to get too graphic.
Tim, I'll send you the clip.
It's your show, baby.
Well, I don't want to get in trouble with management.
Well, then I would talk with management.
Well,
I don't know if management even knows that show exists.
Well, you'll know what I can say.
Doug, here is a 0 upside, 100% downside situation for me. I greenlight it, 0 upside.
Yeah.
And then it winds up being a problem, and then he says, well, I talked to Tim, and he says, all right, 100% downside. You see my analytics?
Yes,
you see how
yes,
it
I
works?
do.
It's
You
like
have me
watching
to be the
Taylor
filter,
in
though.
Billions.
I would never do that. I wouldn't say,
Well,
Jim
I know
said
you
I
wouldn't
could do it.
narc, but I'm just saying I would rather get approval. You go in there and tell Tommy you're about to tell a story of having anal in the ocean.
Make sure
I
you
guess I can say
videotape
it then.
his reaction to that.
I guess I can tell because Tim just said it. So.
I mean, he greenlit the Plowhogs OnlyFans.
Yeah, you can't, I'm gonna show my Dirt Star on video.
No, you're not.
Eventually, things
You're not
are gonna
either.
be awkward.
Yeah, we'll have some
between me
fun.
and
Yeah, maybe we'll talk dreams too because I had a doozy last night. I'm asking Fonzie about
Jackson
some
ought
of
to
his
stop
dreams.
by for his Portuguese dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some say I don't
This
want
was nothing gay in this one.
Summer days in Lisbon.
Summer days in Lisbon.
Had another
We'll
thing
talk
to do
about
with
that.
not finding the station. I can't find the studio.
Coming up on Balloon Party at 101 ESPN. That's, oh, wow, it starts in a minute. I guess I got to go. This has been the Ryan Kelly Morning After. Bye.
KPNT FM HD.